Howdy, everyone. Welcome to Wobble Enjoy Sports. If you're new around here, hope I can get you to consider to like the content and subscribe to the channel. But if you're a regular around these here parts, thank you very much for the continuous support. We're in the top end. We're in the top end tonight, and we only bring out top shelf guests and material for nights like these. Terry, he's back from the Rugby League Outlaws. It's so good to have you back, mate. You're enjoying season 2026 so far?
Not at all. I've watched hardly any rugby league this year, Sam.
Oh, man. But no, how's Rugby League Outlaws doing? Fins Up podcast, mate. All still full steam ahead?
Yeah, look, Outlaws, if you can tune in, we try and record Sunday nights, get it out Monday for everybody. Even though we make it sound like we recorded on Monday night, but we didn't. It's going well. Our views are up, all-time high. Producer Dids is just working unbelievably hard behind the scenes to make sure we're hitting all the right people, and it seems like we are. So, it's going good. And Fins Up, mate. We just we're going there to stir everybody up. So that's how we go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now let's not waste time here, and let's get stuck into the confirmed team list. And I'll bring that up in 3, 2, 1. So here we are. We are doing Dolphins versus Penrith, and it looks like Dolphins have floated out a little bit more in the betting market, Terry. Dolphins are now $4. Panthers are $1.25. And so we've got Hammer, Azarko, and Cobbo in the back three. Avarillo and Farnworth are in the centers. Nikorima and Katoa are in the halves. That's a really good backline on paper, right? But I think the Dolphins, Terry, have been the most disappointing team, or one of the most disappointing teams in 2026. I'd love to get your thoughts on that in just a tick. Tom Gilbert, Max Plath, and Frankie Molo starts in 17. Lemuelu, Finafuiaki, and Knowles are the back row. And Kofusi, Schneider, Flegler, Stone, Keeley, and Fuller are the interchange, and they're coached by Christian Wolf.
Yeah, I think I can't say that they've been too disappointing this year, because they went to Shark Park and they absolutely turned us into a tuna sandwich, mate. So, look, I guess when you see a performance like that, and then the other results probably haven't gone their way, it's disappointing as a Sharks fan to know that we turned up so poorly and they probably had their best game of the season against us. But, I'm not as high on the Dolphins as a lot of people are. And I think in the beginning of the season, when the rules were super fast and they've got the mobile bodies around, then obviously, it's benefited them. But, I think they're going to get pegged down a lot. So I'll go through the Penrith team now, Sam. Dylan Edwards is the fullback. Geez, he's had a great start to the year. Penrith are coming out at the moment. Tom Jenkins and Brian Toto are the wingers. Alamotti and Tungo in the centers. Tungo's back. Yeah, Talangi and Cleary are the halves. That is just incredible. Leota, Smith, and Kenny in the front row. Papali'i, Garner, and Yo in the back row. Cogger, Sorensen, Kalani Going has probably got the best name in the NRL at the moment. Billy Phillips, Sione Fanau, and Freddie Lussick, and they're coached by Ivan Cleary. Sam, I selected Penrith to call tonight because I think Penrith, I'm going to be calling about 15 to 16 tries. I just see them absolutely demolishing this team at the moment.
I think the Dolphins, over the course of their short history, have given Panthers a run for their money most times out of 10. They did defeat Penrith Panthers this time last year, 30 points to 24, I think the final score was, and that was at Suncorp. But we're in Darwin right now, and there's about 15-odd people that are in the chat, so we really appreciate you guys popping up as Terry is chilling to the tunes of Timmy Trumpet at the moment. And the home team, the Dolphins, are wearing their away jersey at the moment. That's interesting. We got Murray20 in the chat. Asked, did Terry get dumped from his job as a linesman? That's a harsh drive-by there, Murray. I apologize, Terry. I apologize.
What's a linesman?
Yeah, no, what is a linesman? What is a linesman?
Is that what he's calling me?
Yes. Now we've got the Dolphins coming out onto the paddock, and look, man, I think the Dolphins can score some points tonight, but after being embarrassed last weekend, shock surprise by the Bulldogs. I'm with you, Terry. I think the Panthers will get this one, something akin to like a 28-14 sort of a scoreline, I feel, mate.
I think 28-14. If you offer that to the Dolphins right now, they'd take it, turn around, and walk back up the dressing sheds. So I think this is going to be about 36 point avalanche from Penrith tonight.
Oh, dearie me. All right. Well, in any event, we got Adam G as the referee tonight as well. If it's as humid and as slippery as it was last night in North Queensland, then, oh, dear. But Penrith are going to receive the ball first here, Terry. So I'll let you take it away.
I think I know who Murray 23 is.
Yes, sir.
I think I know who Murray 23 is. All right, we're waiting for kickoff here at the moment for this game. God, jeez, it's a long delay, isn't it, Sam? Here we go. They're underway. God, that pitch looks pristine in Darwin as Moses Leota will take the first hit up. And he's driven back a little bit here as the Panthers in there. I love that pink jersey. I don't like anything about the Panthers apart from their pink jersey, Sam.
I do like the away jersey too.
It's glorious, isn't it? The whole kit would be so much better if they were all in pink, as Yao comes back into the middle and he's handled quite nicely by the Dolphins defense as Lindsay Smith now takes a hit up. And, geez, he's improved this year. He's out of sight, Lindsay Smith. And they go to the open side. Dylan Edwards will take the last tackle here. So a good opening defensive set here from the Dolphins. The Panthers just want to get through their first set, and you just watch Cleary kick the absolute piss out of this ball now.
Yes. I love it when the Panthers show us their pink bits, Terry. So it's Karima waiting at dummy half, passing right to Azarko, and he's met very quickly by the Panthers defense.
That went everywhere, Sam.
Next play, that dummy half goes right to Avarillo, and he's up to the 30-meter line. You'll be impressed to know that Mum's only about 2 feet to the left of me as well, Terry. And the Dolphins have gotten up to the 40-meter line. Left in field, here's Morgan Knowles now. This is the first time that I've called a Dolphins game so far in 2026 as well. And this is the last tackle now. They've got themselves to halfway, and you'd say that after the opening sets, Dolphins have started the better.
Yeah, good defensive set and a good attacking set there as well. And they kick it down to Tom Jenkins. By the way, I refuse to call him his nickname of Milky. I think that's the worst nickname we had apart from Bizzer and Critter. So they certainly get some good players and give him some shocking nicknames. But here we are. Alamotti's come in. Oh, sorry, that's Brian Toto. Why are there no headgear? Why did he take his headgear off? He was indestructible with that headgear. I mean, he's still pretty indestructible without it, but that's Alamotti now. And the Panthers starting to get that roll on in the middle of the park now. Fourth tackle up near the halfway line. That opening set, feeling him out here. And now the Panthers go to Hio. I thought he might have gone out the back there to Talangi, a little bit of space, but he takes it 40 metres out from their own try line now. And Cleary will just put the nice up and under here, and they'll put the pressure back on the Dolphins. Selwyn Cobbo flies high. That's a one-handed back. Where's the penalty?
You have been all over this, you and Dan, on the Rugby League Outlaws in regards to the disruptors.
He got there first.
Yes. No, I see it. I absolutely see it. I think I've just blown out my mic just a fraction there. All right, but play on here. This is Azarko, and he's gotten up to the 40. Plays the ball now. Plath left. Molo knocks the ball on, Terry.
He does. Now, just on Azarko, you called him. What are your thoughts on him going to the Storm?
Oh, yeah. No, that happened a couple of weeks ago. I'm sure he'll do fine. I think he'll be better than Warbrick is going at the moment. Warbrick is a bit rocks and diamonds at the moment. He'll be fine. Zarko will be good.
Yeah, I think, look, obviously Melbourne have lost their fourth or fifth game in a row at the moment, but yeah, geez, that's a pretty handy winger. One of the areas that Melbourne usually lack is they have all the Avengers and then they have a pretty shonky backline. But getting a guy who can score tries is pretty reliable, doesn't miss many games through injuries, and kick and goal kick everywhere. It's a good replacement for Meanies. Now, Leota plays a little bit of ball playing there to Yo. You normally see it the other way, but Yo's 28 metres out from the try line, and this is the first real attacking opportunity. We have a 6 again for a ruck infringement as Edwards turns Garner inside, and I don't really think Garner was expecting that ball, so he did well to hold on to it. But open side now, Leota will charge onto the ball, and that's a good run there. They're 10 metres out, the Panthers. And you basically back him in for a try here, Sam. You basically back him in for a try. Lindsay Smith is going close. I don't like that last tackle there.
Don't.
Mitch Kenny. Mitch Kenny goes from dummy half, and he'll be cut down short there. It didn't look like any of the Dolphins were on side on that play there, but Adam G lets it go. He's a lot more lenient than I would have been in that situation there. And then we get the 6 again, rucking fringe. Inside the 10. So he called it a play too late. But the Panthers here, what else are they going to throw? Kenny goes open side to Leota, who goes to Cleary. Cleary onto Yo. Here they go. Oh, try saver right there. Knocked down. Just like that, Penrith created the overlap from absolutely nothing, Sam. And if it wasn't for that hand there from Isaiah Katoa, that's try time for the Panthers.
I agree. Yes. Look, Dolphins defense has been lackluster to start off, man, and this season, I should say. But they've done well there to repel them for a minute or so. But the Pink Panthers are still on the prowl.
Yeah, a bit of a shock loss. I'm expecting the big bounce back from the Panthers here as it goes to Dylan Edwards on the first. Oh, God. Tom Gilbert had to be switched on for that one there because there was a little bit of space. Now Leota goes and takes it to the middle of the park here. And it's after that great start from the Dolphins. It's been all the Panthers here. That knock-on from Molo.
Oh, good D.
Yeah, great defense there from the Dolphins. As now this will go on to Yo, and Yo turns it back inside to Lindsay Smith, who throws an offload. Back to Yo. They're going nowhere here, the Panthers. This is a scrappy set. This is not one of the best sets that we've seen from the Panthers, but a quick play of the ball here. Open side, and Dylan Edwards is smoked by Herbie Farnworth, who's so far in from the left center position. He was basically right center, and that's a shocking ball here, and the Dolphins will survive, Sam.
Farnworth. I reckon Farnworth's had a little bit of an indifferent start to 2026, but that is brilliant stuff there from Herbie Farnworth. And Cobo was cut. Lindsay Smith hurt him there on that occasion. The Dolphins, they're inside their own 20 here, getting dragged back a fraction now with the Zarko, and Cobo is limping. Dolphins, they're running right to left of screen here in the first half up in Darwin, and there's a lot of support there for the Dolphins. I remember them playing Eels last year, and it was a home game for Parramatta, but there was probably 70% Dolphins fans at TO Stadium. And this, I think, is Tom Gilbert. He's backed his way up over the 40. Nice carry from the ex-North Queensland Cowboy. The ball goes right, and the young man Katoa puts the ball up sky high, Terry.
Well, you're a whole tackler ahead of me at the moment, Sam. So I'm not sure what's happened because we were running in sync. But yeah, for me, Jenkins has just taken that ball now. So, and he's been tackled and stopped here. So if you can pause your screen until I get back to where you are, as this is Brian Toto has come in off his wing and he's up over the 30-meter line now. Are we good, Sam?
I reckon so, man. We've got Tungo who's just been hit then.
Yeah, Tungo has just played the ball. So here we are to Dylan Edwards on the fourth tackle, and he ball plays to Isaiah Papali'i, who has started the year. Absolutely incredible, Isaiah Papali'i. And Kenny goes short-sided to Lungy, who cuts back on the inside. And just like that, Penrith are 30 metres out from the try line again. And Nathan Cleary will stick that up in the air. I don't think there'll be too many problems here, but Cobo drops the ball and the Hammer. Oh, Hammer, you could have just put your foot down, mate. You're quicker than Toto.
Is it still play on? It is still play on. You're right, man. I had visions of him sprinting downfield like he did on that famous Sunday afternoon at Leichhardt. I just wanted rugby league history is absolutely relishing the fact that the Melbourne Storm have lost 5 in a row here. Rugby league history, last time Redcliffe travelled to Darwin, they scored 8 tries in 20 minutes. Yeah, I remember that. Hot and treacherous conditions. It will be a tough task for both teams. Yes, indeed, mate. Yes. All right, so the Dolphins, fourth tackle, just a bit beyond the 20. Here's Francis Molo, hold the ball this time, and he does now. Plath goes right, and this time Katoa is not kicking a bit beyond the 40. He's kicking a bit inside his own 40. Yeah,
it was a nice kick as well. Toto had to get back on his bike, and they're driving him back now. You don't see that happen to Brian Toto too often. He was near the 30, and Gilbert got under his ribs and drove him back. So, Let's have a look here. Jenkins now up over the 40-meter line. And here we go inside here for Dylan Edwards. Well, that's only third tackle. Is it third, fourth? Oh, here we go. Yo, sends it inside to Cleary, who slips. Oh, I don't think he thought he had as much space as was actually there, and that's a Hammer gets away with that one on that play of the ball, and a grubber kick's put in, and Isaac gets out. Does he get out? No. He's grounded it and then brought it back in.
I think Fox League buggered you around then, Terry, man. They weren't up to date with their tackle count, bro. But yeah, Dolphins survive another bullet here. Do you go short or long on this goal line dropout, Terry?
I mean, I think you got to try and get the ball back. You can't keep defending sets against Penrith, but yeah. And the advantage is they've got probably the shortest winger in the competition, so they're probably going to. Are they going to kick to him? They are. They're going to kick out Toto's way, but Toto, that was too deep. That was way too deep. It's just a free tackle, that one. As now Garner goes back into the open side. He takes it 10 out, 10 away from the goalposts. And Cleary goes to Lindsay Smith, who passes on to Isaiah Papali'i, and he's about 5 out from the try line now. Kenny looks to the blind side and goes that way, and Cleary throws it to Jenkins, and Jenkins is tackled nicely there by Jermaine Azarko. And now Cleary goes to Papali'i, and he drops it, and the Dolphins survive again, Sam.
Yeah, all righty. Well done, Dolphins. 11 minutes gone. It's still 0-0, but the territory has all been with Penrith Panthers. Possession has been mostly with Penrith. Azarko will get up and play the ball 15 away from his own try line. Avarillo makes about 6 meters there. Second tackle inbound. Plath, left. Molo, straight and hard, and collides with Penrith on the 30-meter line here. First receiver is Nikarima. Gives it left to, I think, Lemuelu. Or it is. Plays the ball now. Plath runs to the right-hand side. Gives it to Gilbert. And just like that, Terry, man, they've made themselves about 55 meters downfield. Entered Panthers territory. And Katoa is putting the ball up sky high, mate.
Oh, and they've knocked it backwards. And Garner, he bobbled it on the ground. But he gets up here. Jeez. I don't normally see that from Dylan Edwards beaten in the air, but, the one hand, we're allowing the one hand putbacks. It was a 0 tackle, so Jenkins takes that to the 30-meter line on the first tackle now, and they go short side again. I think that's Blaze Talangi who just takes a hit up. Was it Blaze Talangi or was that Tungo? No, it was Isaac Tungo. Same haircut. Papali'i, what a run.
G'day, Emu King. Thanks for coming in, mate. Remember the Rooster Storm game last year that we called Terry, mate? Emu King putting in the first ever donation. Yes. Yeah,
you got about $500 that night. I didn't see a cent of it, Sam. And here we go. I only said that for tax purposes. And here we go. Cleary's through. Turns it on the inside to Dylan Edwards in the first try of the night for the Penrith Panthers. And that was beautifully constructed. And the best support playing fullback in the competition is right there to score underneath the post. Murray 23 with the boom, and I'm 99.9% sure I know who this Murray 23 is, Sam.
All righty. Well, it looks like that they could have bottled that just then, bro. Kind of like the Arsenal FC might bottle it all, Terry. But yeah, look. No, I'm an Arsenal fan, if you recall, brother. Thank you. All right. But it looked like Leota might have bottled it there for Dylan Edwards or what have you. But no, well done. Just too good from Nathan Cleary. Best halfback in the game, mate.
Whoever caught that was scoring under the post anyway. Leota probably would have just had to move a little bit faster than Dylan Edwards did. So, Sam, you didn't drink alcohol back then either as well. Okay.
Well, not much, mate. Not much during that Rooster Storm.
I have been in the same room as Sam, and all the Jim Beam disappeared. That's all I'll say. There was lots of Jim Beam, and then it just disappeared.
That was just for you to know, and not anybody else to find out, good sir. Yes. But no, I'm drinking heavily last night. Terry, did you watch that game last night?
I caught the second half, so I wasn't privy to the first half. But the second half looked and sounded just as bad as the first. Man, they just didn't capitalise on their opportunities. But look, my friend, I didn't want to open up the wounds because both our teams aren't going too well at the moment. But geez, Kieran Foran can coach.
Dude, they don't need to look any further for a head coach, Manly. They're taking the mickey if they are.
Do they? I know they're heavily linked with Matt Bellin, and Cleary converts that so it's 6 points nil. I know they're heavily linked with Matt Bellin. Do you get Matt Ballin and do you have your first ever co-coaches in the NRL and have a Ballin Foran show?
Just to lock down Matt Ballin. Yeah, look, Aaron said, the gentleman that I did the live stream with last night, he said that you still go for Matt Ballin and have Kieran Foran as an assistant coach, but you're just wasting Kieran Foran at that point, considering what we've seen from him over the opening month of his tenure.
Yeah, this is the whole thing about reactionary coaching decisions is that Foran may have 3 good weeks now and then Manly may lose 10 in a row. So I don't think you can, I don't think you can make that decision yet. You've still got to have these discussions with Matt Ballin in the background and then try and figure the Kieran Foran situation out. I think you've got to have these discussions with Matt Ballin because St. George are probably going to sack Flanagan come Monday afternoon. So getting back to this game now, Isaiah has played ball and it's now with Luke Garner who gets up over the 40. And Murray 23 confirms that I know exactly who he is, saying big rumours Nathan Cleary will be the next captain coach at St. George. I know exactly who you are, Murray. Get out of here. That's all I'll say. Get out of here as Cleary kicks the ball downfield.
And taken by Cobbo on his own 10. He's seemed to recovered from his injury. In saying that, or not in saying that, but the Dolphins, I think they've only had 1 or 2 play the balls inside Panthers territory after the first, 15, 16 minutes of the game here. So Hammer plays the ball now. Plath goes right. Zarko met by Tungo primarily. And here is Avarillo cracked by Lindsay Smith. 6 again for the Dolphins.
Is Casey McLean injured?
No, he shouldn't. He's out. Yeah, Casey McLean is out. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was looking forward to actually talking to you about Casey McLean, mate, because I reckon he's up there with your favourite players that aren't a Shark player these days, bro.
Yes, I'm a big fan of Casey McLean. I was just trying to figure out who Tungo would come back in for. So it is Casey McLean. But back to you, Sam.
Mortal Combat says dead people, bro. That my spirit is dead after last night's performance, so you might not be wrong there, mate. Now it's last tackle, Dolphins. They're about 25 meters away. Gilbert, first receiver, gets it to Katoa, puts in a right-footed kick, and Cobbo's not chasing that for quids, bro. Oh no!
No one chased that. And Cobbo goes across field. And stripped out of his arms by Tom Gilbert, so that'll go back to 0, and Tom Jenkins will play the ball on the first tackle at the 30-metre line.
I remember why Casey was suspended. Yes.
I didn't catch any of the Panthers Bulldogs game, and I haven't looked at the team list Tuesday. Just to let you know that the NRL this year has been the furthest thing from my mind, but I promised Sam 2 weeks ago I would catch a game with him. And here we are. So the Panthers, again, they're going to have good field position. They're going to get a good attacking kick here as Lindsay Smith comes over the halfway line. And it's to Cleary, and Cleary onto Garner. And Garner just so underrated, Luke Garner. You didn't know where his career was going to go when he was at the Tigers. It was a strange pickup from the Panthers. And he's just fit in nicely as Cleary goes back to the short side. And Mitch Kenny. I don't think that was a crusher. I don't think that was a hip drop. I think his legs just got caught in an awkward position. But that didn't look nice there for Mitch Kenny at all. If they rule this a hip drop off first, I don't think that was a hip drop. I think his feet were just planted.
Yep. So it looks like the left leg, or could.
Oh yeah, no, that's not a hip drop.
No, it's not. But we've seen it called one in years past, mate.
No, that's not a hip drop. No, absolutely not.
I'm with you, man. But they keep replaying it.
No, feet didn't leave the ground, didn't swing around the body. Absolutely not. If Adam G didn't call it. If the bunker calls that, disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful.
So
Cody
last
Nicarima,
tackle.
yeah, Cody Nicarima's walking. Yeah, he's on report. That's bullshit. Absolutely not. You can't. That's not a fucking hip drop. The definition. Sorry for the language. The definition of the hip
That's all
drop
right.
is to leave your feet, swing around the body. He didn't do any of that. That's only a penalty because he's hurt.
Exactly. No, you just beat me to it. Exactly. That's oh shit, man. You guys talked about this on League Outlaws maybe last week or the week before, man. But
no.
So he's on report.
He's giving him 10. That's
fuck.
disgraceful.
Terry, man.
Whoever's in the bunker for this game has just literally ruined the next 10 minutes of this game. Absolutely not. That's bullshit.
It's bollocks. So you guys said on Rugby League Outlaws that Dan did. He went on an absolute rampage about the standard of the NRL and the refereeing standards at the moment. And I can't help but agree, man. Like these blowout scores and the refereeing decisions being made at the moment, it's as Paul said, it's rubbish. It's absolute rubbish.
So for a hip drop, you need to have them around the legs, lift your legs off the ground, swing around the body. His legs didn't lift off the ground. And his body didn't let. Nah, that's a bullshit call. Absolutely done. I could live. You know what? I'll live with the penalty, but the fact that he sin-binned him for it as well because he got hurt, that's garbage. Absolutely garbage. I hope Penrith don't score here. But here we go. Open side Yeo to Leota. We've got a ruck infringement. Adam G's given the Penrith special here. I think at halftime I want to chat to you about your interpretation on the 6 again as well because I absolutely hate it. It's clear he puts the kick in and Hammer knocks it dead.
All right, well done. Well, there's 1 minute elapsed with Nicarima off the bench. Exactly, man. Just you could cop the penalty and move on, but to be sin-binned over that is garbage. Far out. Emu King, I wouldn't want to be a ref with the Muppets in charge calling the shots. No. Yeah, talking about Volandis and Abdo there. Yeah, it's beginning to overstay its welcome just a fraction. Now the short goal line dropout is an absolute
I think he took it. I think he took it inside. I think he took it over the 10-meter line, but then he's gone dead. So that's an unfortunate play there. Here we go. Infield, Alamotti. Jeez, he's improved since he left the Dogs. As now they're going to the left as Leota ball plays to Cleary, and Cleary gives it on to Talangi, who's tackled, and they go open side here. There's a little bit of gap. Oh, Papali'i, you've got to pass that, mate. Probably not. But anyway. Now we go open here to inside, and Talangi scores. That was too easy. Way too easy for the Panthers there. Just a simple straighten up from Nathan Cleary, and he just pops the ball over back to Blaze Talangi, and Talangi scores. As simple as that, Sam. And this game's been ruined.
No. We're only a quarter of the way in, mate. It can't be. It shouldn't be. It has been. No. It's all good, but just constant pressure, mate. They don't seem really interested. The Penrith Panthers going down their right edge attacking wise tonight. I think they're focusing their energies on a Finifuiaki and Isaiah Katoa down their right edge defensively there, man. Jake Avarillo as well, also a suspect defensively. And yeah, no, it could be a monster night here for Blaze Talangi, mate. And yeah, if Casey McLean was playing tonight, bro, he might be in for a double as well. But again, Casey McLean suspended. Could be an Origin debutant for New South Wales as well. I know Terry doesn't give them. Yes. I don't know about yes, but it's weird. It's a bit weird to come to terms with. But Terry doesn't care about the Blues. He's a freaking Queensland supporter as well, mind you. He's also a POM supporter as well, but that's another argument for another time for Rugby League World Cup when that comes around, Terry. But yes. Just takes the excitement and the sting out of the game, that call, man.
I mean, as I said, I'd live with the penalty. And you live with the penalty because Mitch Kenny got injured, and you don't want to see injury. So, okay, it's a penalty. But then to turn around and sin bin him for that, for not even the textbook definition of a hip drop, is absolutely garbage.
Yep.
It must be hot as hell with all the ice packs on the players. Now, I think we stopped for a drinks break as well.
We have? Okay. So they're all looking like cockatoos out there at the moment with their ice packs on top of their melons at the moment, which will just give us a moment maybe just to react to what happened earlier on tonight. Emu King says, look for the inside balls targeting the tired defenders in the next few minutes, men. Absolutely, Emu King. Yep, going down Dolphins right edge defensively. The Raiders defeating the Melbourne Storm. Storm now on a 5-game losing streak. And to be honest, Terry, I have zero sympathy for the Melbourne Storm, but I've said it once and I've said it twice that they've had to deal with Kamikamitha. They've had to deal with some personal Eli Katoa, like those personal injuries, that could really shake them. And 2 grand final losses probably cooked them, zapped them. But yeah, no, Melbourne Storm, man, right now they're sitting in 14th position after 7 rounds, bro. It's unseen.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. Like every year, and it's when you see a club that's up for so long, like the Melbourne Storm have been, and they don't make the grand final every year, but they win the minor premiership more often than not, and they're always in the finals, and you can guarantee most years that Melbourne are going to be in a prelim. So when they have that fall off, Dan and I think, predicted them to come 6th this year, and that was mainly just because of the Eli Katoa. But when you think about it, they lost Eli Katoa, they lost Pappenhausen, they lost Nelson Nasofa-Solomon, and they've now lost Tui Kamika, not through any fault of their own. The 2 players decided that their careers were elsewhere. One guy was absolute negligence in a fucking test match that means nothing to nobody, and another guy just woke up and had a stroke. Yeah, it's unfortunate circumstances, and whilst out of all of that, Tui Kamika is not a big player. He's still a player. He's still one in their best 17 every week. So you take 4 of them out from last year. My heart doesn't bleed for Melbourne at all, and you can see a couple of the guys who have signed elsewhere, like Nick Meaney has gone to Perth, and Will Warbrick's gone to the Warriors, and it doesn't really look like their heads are in it at the moment now. I'd love it if they missed the finals, Sam. I'd absolutely
100%.
love it if they missed the finals.
It'd be great for the NRL as well, man. Like something fresh, bro.
Yeah. Storm Spoon? No, because the Dragons exist.
Yes, Emu King, yes. Wishful thinking.
The Dragons exist, and I had a look at the Dragons next couple of games that they've got going on there, and you don't want to take a dump on them, but I can't see a win coming anytime soon. They got Souths. Is it Souths this weekend? Then the Roosters, and then they play like the Panthers, the Broncos, and everybody else. You'd probably want to catch Melbourne quickly.
Yeah. No, I've seen that. No. We'll get back to the game here. As the Dolphins on second tackle find themselves still inside their own half, playing the ball on the 40. Farnworth, I haven't called his name too much in attack so far tonight. He plays the ball.
He did make that beautiful tackle though.
He did. And now the Dolphins are inside the territory of Panthers. And Tommy Flegler is wrapped up. 6 again. Okay, lovely. Thank you, Terry. Lovely. Plath. Right. Katoa. Flat ball for Finafuyaki. As maybe someone's smoking next door, but I'm actually starting to choke. Terry, can take over.
I got it here as Katoa goes open side here. Into Farnworth. Oh, Herbie. He's nearly there. That's a 6 again for a ruck infringement from Luke Garner. That was a smart ruck infringement as well. And the Dolphins dropped the ball. And now we're open here. Talangi's got a little bit of space. Now Murray has said, get your money on the Dragons for Anzac Day. Murray, if Tom pays us the money that he owes us, I promise you I'll put it on the Roosters. As we're here, Isaac Tungo gets played, and it's played here to Tom Jenkins, and he's over the halfway line on second tackle. And is that Scotty Sorensen? That is. That's Scotty Fourings on the field. On he goes. Cleary looking for that inside play, goes to Yo, who throws a dummy. Oh, high. No, not called. Okay, Yo gets up and plays it, and they go back to the left-hand side, and Cleary puts the grubber kick in, and it bounces, and Isako makes sure it goes dead. He's safe as houses. Ryan Couchman will be back. That really doesn't mean anything for that Dragons team. They are pissed.
It doesn't, man. So you reckon if they lose, and they probably will, against South Sydney on Saturday, do you reckon the time is now? I've spoken to a couple of other people that have said that it's just getting too hot. Like the conversation, the stories and everything is just getting way too hot. I think just to cool the to cool the club down, I think that, yeah, Shane Flanagan should probably go if they lose this weekend. But he should probably just go even if they win this weekend, honestly.
I'm with you, but they can't sack Shane Flanagan and replace him with Dean Young, because Dean Young was there through the Mary McGregor years, and Dean Young has been there through the Shane Flanagan years. If they're going to get rid of the coaching staff, they've got to get rid of all of them. And I don't know who you get. But you can't sack Flano, who won the 2016 Premiership. He did, Murray, and that's the best grand final that we've ever seen. And it looks like Penrith have scored through Luke Garner. Oh, going upstairs is a no try. But yeah, look, in terms of the Dragons, I don't know what you can do and who's available and what you do for the short-term interim. And I know they're talking about Dean Young and whatever. Is Ben Hornby still at the Cowboys? No, he's not. Is he?
No, Ben Hornby is an assistant to Wayne Bennett at Souths. Ben Hornby.
Maybe you go to Hornby.
Yep. Yep.
Oh.
So what's the go here?
Herbie's saying no. He's held
on top
up.
Of the leg.
He's held up. Get your head out of the way, Touchy. He's held up. Get your head out of the way. Looking on my very small phone screen without my glasses.
Oh, and he's lost it.
Herbie Farnworth has come up with 2 try-saving tackles so far in this game. And that wasn't Luke Garner. Actually, it was Freddie Lussick.
Herbie Farnworth. Annie says, as a Dragon, g'day Annie, by the way. As a Dragons fan, I don't think sacking Flano will solve it. It will need to sack the board and the other morons who run the club. I don't disagree, Annie.
I think St. George should do what they do best when they're in a time of crisis, and they should probably merge with another team.
Who's the closest team to the Dragons geographically? Sorry, I've just tickled my own fancy. All right, so Cobbo has the ball. That's his best carry of the night by the length of the straight. Holy smokes. He's gotten up to the 40-meter, plays the ball. 6 again here. Lemuelu backs his way into Panthers territory. I do miss Connolly Lemuelu up in North Queensland, honestly. Plath goes right to Flegler, passes on further right to Katoa. Hammer right to Avarillo, puts on a bit of a shimmy. He's going to get dragged into touch, is he? No, gets down to terra firma quickly. If Tom Gilbert is breathing heavily like that, you know it's friggin' humid up in Darwin at the moment. So there's 90 seconds before Cody Nikorima comes back on, and the Dolphins have only leaked the 1 try. It's not too bad of a job they've done. The ball here has been knocked on by Penrith, by Nathan Cleary, and the Dolphins are going to have a fresh set of 6 here from about 27 meters away.
So Nards Emu King says, gentlemen, please explain why the dropouts have to go short and to the sideline, not to the middle. Basically, what you want to do is you want to pin the winger on the sideline, so if they catch the ball, you can smack them over the sideline.
Yeah.
The sideline becomes the 14th play on this one. You hope that they're either going to drop it or they're going to drop it over the sideline, or you can hit them out. Most of the time, when you see people like Isaiah Katoa, and he's only a young kid, his kicks aren't good enough. It's people like Nathan Cleary who just nail them every week. So that's why it goes. And usually your wingers are good leapers as well, because that's, half the time they've got to defend that from jumping and catching. So that's why you go to your wingers and not to the front rowers, because you don't want front rowers challenging front rowers, because they'll probably just end up in a fight. Yep.
Yes. Yes. Katoa left. Schneider onto Farnworth. He puts the foot down, and that's a good tackle in the end. Alamotti, Cobbo, passes to Schneider, rainbow ball, slips backwards. It's a cake of soap out there in Darwin. I can't blame him. And this is Ray Stone now. He'll simplify things very quickly. And he's brought down. So I think Nikorima must be sprinting onto the field like right now. But Katoa has knocked the ball on. Oh, my God.
So it's not the Dolphins' night, mate. It's just not the Dolphins' night. And now we got a penalty for crowding the ruck and not getting up. And that's also a good explanation for Paul as well. You need to get the distance and the height. So, yeah, to kick it straight, you probably just kick it along the ground like Braden Trindle did last week. To make it a contest, you've got to go to the wing. As a winger myself, I used to hate short dropouts. Here we go, Tungo. Jeez, he's been strong since coming back. Linked with Parramatta as well. I don't know if I'm Isaac Tungo. I don't know if I'm taking that move. I think I'd just prepare to stay on the bench. There's now the Panthers. They go open side to Yo, and he goes back to hot Scotty Four Rings, who takes the ball into the middle of the field. Lussick waits at dummy half.
That might be Billy Phillips there with the ball.
It is Billy Phillips with the ball. I was trying to remember his name there. It's now Edwards. No. Good tackle there from Herbie again. And now we've got the fifth tackle here. Cleary puts it up. That's a nice kick. I don't think it's deep enough, and that'll give Azarko enough time to run and challenge that ball. Penrith have got him exactly where they want him, Sam.
Yep, totally uncontested there from Penrith. And now they're getting dragged back towards their own 10. This is what Penrith do best and what they've been doing best since, 2020. And I think this is Cobbo here, who's up to the 20, just a bit short of it. Schneider left to Farnworth. I don't know, man. I haven't called Finafuiaki much. I haven't said Lemuelu's name much at all. The ball goes right to Plath, who's first receiver. Now Katoa on to Hammer. Hammer fends away from 2, comes back infield, and he got up to the 40-meter line. He's another player that hasn't really had an opportunity to do anything, and all of a sudden, that's last tackle, and Katoa kicks from right on his own 40. Oh!
Toto again scrambles back for that one and makes it look a little bit harder than it needed to be, but anyway, he still gets up to the 30-meter line, and Alamotti comes into the middle of the field looking for some work. And they're showing the replay of this Toto catch. He's unreal, Toto. Absolutely unreal. Was Tom Jenkins now? Is Jenkins going to get his double? Is he going to continue the streak here, Sam?
At this moment, the Dolphins aren't doing bad defensively, but I think Jenkins will cross the stripe tonight for sure.
Mate, he loves himself a try, doesn't he, old Tommy Jenkins? As now this is the last tackle here, and Cleary will bomb back that way. They're loving their left edge, the Panthers, as Jenkins knocks the ball back into Blaze Talangi, who's just going to put that grubber kick into the middle of the park, and it's too deep.
Well done, Hammer.
Just too deep, the Hammer. He kept his composure there on that one, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. So 7 tackles. Is it 7 tackles? Because it happened last night. No, because it happened last night that if it's I guess it wasn't a try scoring situation. If it's a try scoring situation, it's not 7 tackles, and then if it's something like that, it is 7 tackles. So, anyways, it is 7, and that is tackle number 1 here. And here we got.
I just thought anytime the ball goes over the dead ball line, it's a 7 tackle set, Sam, unless they've changed another rule.
No, they have changed. They did change it preseason. It's just I think it was forgotten from me at least until last night happened, mate. So yes, that is a change, an absolute mess. Yes, Plath first receiver left onto Nikorima, onto Farnworth. There's a bit of space. He didn't pass anyone, but he doesn't really need to. He's beaten a couple, giving it to Nikorima. Nikorima's giving it to Cobbo. Cobbo passed back to Nikorima. And it's 4th tackle, 22 meters away. Ball goes to Raystone, onto Plath, onto Katoa. Further right, cut out, ball to Avarello, puts the foot down, gives it to Azarko, who stands and throws it backwards for an intercept. They get into good ball territory, and they are absolutely torching it, Terry.
Mate, all I'm going to say is Selwyn Cobbo of 3 years ago puts his foot down and tries to beat the fullback. He didn't even look like he wanted any Dylan Edwards there. Selwyn Cobbo's 6'3" and 105 kilos. Back yourself.
100%.
You got to back yourself in that situation there. Tries don't come easy. Trust me, as a Sharks fan who hardly scores any points against the Panthers in the last 5 years, tries are a premium against the Panthers. Back yourself. Is Tom Jenkins the greatest albino footballer of all time? I give you Ben Jones.
Oh, gee whiz, that's testing the old memory bank there. As Nathan Cleary was nearly tackled.
Ben Jones is as white as snow, with hair as red as the sun, and he played for the Indigenous All-Stars. So there we are. He is the greatest albino player of all time.
I need to look that up at halftime, 100%. And that's an Emu King in reference to Cobbo. That's why the Broncos sold him. Yeah, look, it is tough conditions, but yeah, Cobbo's an athlete. He's an Origin level athlete when he wants to be. So 6 again here, about 40 meters away. Avarilla's got the ball. He cuts against the grain. And Dolphins, they're looking a little bit better as time goes on, but they still can't complete a freaking set. That's great hands. That's found its way to Farnworth, who offloads it backwards. Lemuelu was there, gives it right back to Katoa. They're still 30 meters away. Katoa wants to give it to someone, and nobody wants it. Oh, that's a late finish. Maybe it was milked. It wasn't. It's 6 again. So this is the opportunity here. Imagine Dolphins going into halftime 12-6 against the Panthers. So Schneider left in field for Stone, finds himself 11 meters away, plays the ball, comes left to Platt, first receiver to Katoa. Nikorima now. He went straight and hard, and he's eventually wrapped up right in front of the sticks. And Schneider scoots from dummy half up against his old team, and he threatened beautifully there, but he was stopped. Plath, right. Katoa, hammer. Back under for Avarillo. That's a great tackle from Phillips, who has been really good in season 2026, the rookie. Katoa, high, crossfield kick for Selwyn Cobbo versus Brian Toto. Brian Toto knocks it on, falls into the lap of Lemuelu. But just then, Terry, man, Brian Toto showed way more desire to get to that ball. Nikorima now from dummy half gives it to Stone. And Stone is met by Edwards and Phillips about 5 meters away. Schneider comes back short side left. Nikorima, Farnworth, Cobbo just is not interested. That was awful from Cobbo, and I'd half be tempted to hook him at this stage. Who's on the friggin' interchange here for the Dolphins? Who can he get hooked for? Trey Fuller. Just put him on the wing. He'll show more Milo than Cobbo at the moment, bro.
Mate, Selwyn Cobbo, you shake your head because when he plays for Queensland, he looks like one of the greatest players of all time. When he plays club football, he looks absolutely shocking. Murray has asked, is Tom Jenkins the greatest albino? Now he's saying he's the greatest redhead. No, it's Lance Thompson. God rest his soul. Lance Thompson is the greatest redhead of all time, and I won't hear anything about it.
Oh, Emu King says Cobbo is a Timu Trell who's a wannabe goat, Greg Inglis. Holy smokes. Darwin is too humid for Selwyn Cobbo. And we need to have a talk about Cobbo's father. Let's not get too personal. We need to have a
talk to Cobbo's father. We got a penalty here for a high shot. As we're coming up 4 minutes from halftime now. The Dolphins have really got to hold on here. 12-0 after being a man down for 10 minutes is a different conversation for Christian Wolf than saying 18-0 and just hang on for dear life. Now, the interchange with Mitch Kenny. So they've brought on Freddie Lussick. Now, because it wasn't a high shot and there's no HIA and it's foul play, can they only use 4 players?
Yeah, it's a free interchange.
It is a free interchange, but yes. Because we saw it in the game this year. Parramatta used 5 players, but that's because one of the players was ruled out from a headshot, from a high shot report.
I think it is 5 players. Please don't hold me accountable to that. I think it is 5 players.
The Panthers have already used 3, which would mean that they would be banking on. Oh, Kalani Going is now on the field as well, and Freddie Lussick. So Jack Cogger and Sione Fanua, according to NRL.com, cannot enter the field of play.
Right. And what's the call here? There's an
Obstruction.
Man, I've admired the Dolphins' defense in this first half, but their attack at the moment for a backline that they've got, it's not clicking this year. I'm not just this game. It's not clicking this year, man.
It clicked for them in round 3, and that really annoys me.
That disaster class of a game. Holy smokes.
Yeah, thanks, Sam. Let's talk about last night, shall we?
No, sorry. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Did you call the game last night, or?
I did. It was it was terrible. Good fun with Aaron if he's watching out there, but no, it was.
Is Aaron a Manly fan, or was he a neutral?
No, he's a West Tigers fan. We met Aaron at Campbelltown last year. Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Good young kid here is Panthers now 3 meters out from the try line here. And Cleary steps and falls over, so he's out of play for the 5th tackle here. Raystone's got to get up. You don't want to give a 6 again away here. Panthers go short side to Lungy, puts up a kick here. Tommy Jenkins comes flying! There he is. You called him for a try. We asked if he'd get his double, Sam. And this is what we said. The Dolphins had to hang on just before halftime, and they couldn't do it. And mate, if the NRL introduced the most improved player of the year, it's Tom Jenkins.
1,000%. 1,000%. That is punishment for such or so many good ball opportunities for the Dolphins, and then giving a penalty away immediately. And the Penrith Panthers will make you pay, bro. Melbourne Storm aren't Melbourne Storm anymore. This is the Penrith Panthers, the benchmark at the moment, bro. And well done, Tom Jenkins. He is absolutely the most improved player over the past. Well, he was good last year. You know, he had limited opportunities, but he's one of the most improved, if not the most improved, over the past 18 months or so.
He was very good last year for Penrith, even when they were playing so poorly. And Ivan Cleary, had to make the harsh call to drop him in the finals for Paul Alamotti. But I think this year Tom Jenkins has made himself undroppable. Now, there was a story in the paper about Tom Jenkins, and he's off contract. And it said that Penrith may not have the money to keep him. But his agent came out and said that Tom's already left Penrith once and it didn't work out. So whatever Penrith can offer him, he's going to stay.
So I was just thinking about it on your behalf then. I was thinking about Cronulla and I was thinking about Katoa and Stone Street, but you got Mulatalo to come in, and I know you've got a couple of exciting youngsters coming through. Would you offer Tom Jenkins a contract in place for Sione Katoa?
No, because I heard we've offered another winger a contract for 2 years while these young kids are coming through.
Ah, yes. Oh,
do you want a name? Do you want the name?
Yeah, yes, please. Yes.
It's Murray Taulagi.
No, hang on. No, see, I've been under the impression, under the umbrella that's been keeping me dry from the rain, that he's been linked to the Roosters. You're not talking of... No. Seriously, are you hearing whispers hidden within that the Sharkies are actually looking at
it's more than just whispers. That a deal has been put forward to Murray Taulagi. Now, I hadn't heard anything about the Roosters, and the information that I got was that he didn't actually want to leave Queensland. But a deal has been put forward to Murray Taulagi from Cronulla.
He is my favourite player, Murray Taulagi. Honest to God, he is my favourite player. I really do like him. And to see him in a Cronulla jersey after all this time, with the... Well, it's not a rivalry anymore because the Sharks have absolutely buried us for the better part of 12 to 15 years now during regular seasons. But speaking of which, Cowboys versus Sharks next Friday night, 6 p.m. Anzac Day Eve. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Looking for a massive bounce back from the boys, but that would be... Look, I could cop that instead of seeing him in a Roosters jersey. I'll say that much, Terry.
Yeah, I didn't even realize we were playing you guys next week. Might have to.
Yes.
Oh, I'm at home on Friday. Might have to jump online with you, Sam.
If you can, if you want to, I'm down with that. It's going to be a very emotional, very intense freaking game, mate. Now, for you blokes, who you got blokes? You got the bye this weekend. Oh, you could have a fortnight of freaking planning to take down North Queensland at a place that doesn't fear that you don't fear QCB at all, man. Oh shit.
Can I ask you a question? Now, you guys have been riding high. The Cowboys have been going very well. And
thank you.
For whatever reason, the North Queensland Cowboys decided to come out and make it public that they were allowing Scott Drinkwater to look elsewhere.
I think they only made it public. I think they only really made it public because it got out that the Dragons had spoke, or maybe it was just no. I don't think they were the first cab off the rank. I don't think they kicked it off. I think it was a Daily Telegraph that kicked things off, saying that the Dragons are interested. They confirmed that the Dragons were interested in Scott Drinkwater. That was the first thing, and then I guess
Scott Drinkwater yesterday looked like he woke up and realised that he was about to sign with the Dragons and tried to end his career. Because if he signs with the Dragons, his career is over anyway. He won't play another finals game in the years that he signs there. And the Dragons aren't learning their lesson by giving 30-year-olds $1 million deals because it didn't work with Damien Cook, hasn't worked with Clint Gutherson. I don't think, Scott Drinkwater is a fantastic player. He gets loads of try assists, 26, 27 try assists a year. Let's in 40 tries, though. That's not what the Dragons need at this point in time. And Scott Drinkwater looked like he woke up and went, holy shit, my only options are the St. George Illawarra Dragons. And that was just playing on his mind all night. If I was him, I'd be ringing Manly and going, how bad's Turbo's hamstring? Do you want him to play in the centres? Can I come and play fullback?
Look, to be honest, man, I've been anticipating this day since the moment he debuted for North Queensland. He's a New South Welshman, I've been anticipating this day for a long time, man. But he is an enigma. Scott Drinkwater, isn't he, mate? You can't wrangle him in. You can't ever predict what kind of form he's going to display. But he's been strong since, the opening couple of rounds where he was really grilled by everybody, media, fans, everyone grilled him about his defense in the opening 2 rounds, and that sparked him up. But then, look, I asked last night a couple of people, Is it a fair enough excuse that the Cowboys were flat last night because they took on the Broncos in that game the week before? That's not a good enough excuse, man. You beat the Broncos at Suncorp for the first time in 4 or 5 seasons. And it was Scott Drinkwater's 150th for the club. That should have been enough, man. It should have been enough for you to be fired up. But they, like some people have said, looks like that they didn't want to. They didn't want to be there.
And the worst part, if that game was at Manly last night, you'd excuse it. Right, you'd excuse it and go, look, we travelled down to Brisbane, then we had to travel down to Manly, and they're still in the Kieran Foran honeymoon period. But the fact of the matter is that game was on your home ground. Mm-hmm. That is where those guys had to walk down the street today.
Yeah.
They had to walk. It's not as if they had to come home after getting towed up by Manly in Manly, where you can turn around. You know what? Manly are pretty hard to beat in Manly. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, just a gross performance.
It was. No, it was. I try to always be positive, but it was a gross performance. Emu King says, could the Cowboys' performance be due to training load after a couple of wins? No, I don't think so, man. They got... Yeah. No, I don't think so, Emu King.
If you're fatigued, if your best players are fatigued in round 7, then your preseason's been all wrong.
Yeah, 100%. No, and as I said before, man, that's a win that should give you confidence. Why do I teach Pete? Which one of you is Terry? Oh, mate.
Yeah, what's going on, Teach?
Yes, the one with the hair, bro. The one with the hair, bro. Yes. Now, 6 against Terry. I think you wanted to talk about 6 against with me, mate. I am I've only just begun to feel like the 6 against really need to ratchet back to what you said and what you have been promoting more than anybody else, I think, so far this year, is that 6-agains need to be happening to what they were last year. The way that you can put it better than I can at the moment.
The way that this, like, I hate the 6-again rule, right? In 2021, where Turbo scored like 900 tries in 15 games, was just the worst brand of rugby league, because when it got to the grand final, they put the whistle away, and that's what you want to see, right? So last year, they had the formula perfect. They took the fatigue out of the game, and they said anything inside the 40-meter line is going to be a penalty, and anything outside of anything past the 40-meter line will give you a 6-again, right? However, this year they decided they wanted to bring fatigue back into the game, and we're seeing so many injuries. We're seeing so many soft tissue injuries. We're seeing so many fatigue-related injuries. We're seeing lazy plays, and all the, Volandis and Albo, they're all sitting there going, oh, yeah, it's great. We're seeing like 900 points being scored per game. Meanwhile, the consumers and the customers of the game, everyone online is bagging the shit out of it. It was a good product last year. Last year was good rugby league, and you could cop it. The other thing as well is all you get from the 6-again is the cowbell and a stupid voice saying ruck infringement or 10 meters.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't actually know why the referee, unless it's blatant, unless it's blatantly obvious, like you're just laying on the guy so you can set your defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
But my God, I don't know if I guess that's one of the reasons why I haven't watched as much footy, and you'll see it on Rugby League Outlaws every week. I turn around and just say, oh yeah, I didn't watch a lot this week. I'll catch a Sharks game because I'm hopeless for them. But yeah, the product of everything outside the 20-meter line is a 6-again. We played the Warriors, right? We got cooked at home. Like, we beat the Warriors, but we got cooked at home. An 11-1 penalty count and an 8-2 6-again ruck infringement on our home ground.
Wild.
19-3. You'd have to go back to like the early depths of the 2020 when Penrith were putting 900 points on us to find it something that bad. It's just bullshit.
Yep, Murray 20. So if they blow penalties instead, people will blow up in the game or slow right down. They just need to do one thing. They just need to take back what they did in the off season, go back to how they had it perfect in Terry's opinion.
But the other thing as well is the 6-again has been a cop out for them, because they see something and they go, oh, like back in the day when there was no 6-agains, you had to be dead set certain that it was a penalty.
Yes,
you had to be certain it was a penalty. Right now, you can just turn around and go, oh, look like a penalty, bang, 6-again.
Yep.
Right?
And how many times are we seeing teams skip away 4, 5, 6 games in a row, and no one is getting sent to the sin bin as well? And that bleeds into the other side of the coin as well, is that the standard of refereeing is not good at the moment, Terry. It's been getting worse and worse since Abdo and Volandis has come in, and maybe it's because they've just made the game just way too fast to officiate. And I think you said this, or Dan said this the other day, maybe they do need to bring in 2 on-field referees again, because it is so fast.
Yeah, you know what what they can also do as well is just turn around and say ref every game like it's a fucking Origin game, because you get 3 penalties.
Lovely. Yep.
You get 3 penalties in an Origin game and you get a fight. Beautiful.
Yep, 100%. Oh, I love it, man. But let's talk about what happened again. I've tried to kickstart it a couple of times, but Raiders versus Storm just then. Canberra Raiders defensively keeping the Melbourne Storm scoreless in the second half, where the Raiders, they have averaged 30 plus points since round number 27.
Nick Meaney scored.
Oh, sorry. Well, they did for a long time. I'm sorry. Yes, no, you're right.
Yeah.
But the Raiders defensively, though, point being, Raiders kept them to under 30 points. They've been leaking 30 points since round number 27 last year. Sorry about that, Terry. But yeah, Raiders, they looked a little bit like themselves from last season, Terry.
I think last year the Raiders were the worst minor premiers we've seen for a very, and it's good because the last couple of years it had just been the Panthers or the Storm, and then before that it was the Roosters. So we'd only had 3 minor premiers in like 10 years, right? So it was pretty cool to see the Raiders come from nowhere, and they played a really exciting brand of footy, and the Dogs were up there challenging them for a little while, but the Raiders kicked on. But not once, and many discussions with you and many discussions with Dan, not once did we turn around and go, yeah, Canberra are the best team in the competition. And eventually that came out, right? That came out in the wash. They got done at home by the Broncos. They got flogged by the Sharks. They went out in straight sets, and they started the year off pretty poorly this year as well. But they got Melbourne at the right time. Because I don't think Canberra were good tonight, but Melbourne were just worse. And
absolutely.
so many times, like, you can't beat – when Melbourne are good, when Melbourne are great, you can't beat Melbourne. Melbourne have to beat themselves. Tonight, Canberra were okay, and Melbourne were just dreadful. At one point in the second half, Canberra were completing at 88%, and Melbourne were completing at 42%. And that's un-Melbourne-like. Who went through an entire grand final against the Sharks in 2016. Thanks for bringing that up, Murray. Making two absolute errors in the game. So, it's not Melbourne of old, and it's not Canberra back. It was just two bad teams, and one got lucky.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's totally fair. Amy King says it won't be long until we see unlimited interchanges leading to defensive teams and attacking teams. Just like the American game. Unlimited interchanges. Look, with the extension of the reserves, maybe in about 5 years' time, if it stays like this and continues to get even faster, then maybe, absolutely. Paul says, what about the incidental headshot in the last minute? Gross. As Terry would say, it was dross. It was an awful decision to call that a head-high shot. We've seen it called, though, over the past 12, 18 months as well, where a player, I think it was Murray Taulagi that got done in last year sometime, but a player is already halfway down on terra firma and the head collides with the chest, the solar plexus of the player, and the referee is blowing a penalty. Again, it just goes from the conversation as well that we just had before, that the standard of refereeing, it's not up to par at the moment. And I don't watch New South Wales or Queensland Cup for referees, right? But I don't think there's anyone coming through the grades at the moment, bro, to help it out, unfortunately.
The headshot from Hudson Young, I thought that was a penalty because there's a duty of care and he led with his head. So I was okay with that. If he's talking about the Will Warbrick one where Melbourne challenged right at the end, if they had given Melbourne a penalty for that, it was soft as puppy shit.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't. That was a slap. It wasn't a high shot.
Feelings play a big part of the game these days. A lot of I'll tell my mum moments. Yes, Tahi, bro. Yes, a lot of I'll tell my mum moments. Yes, absolutely.
Handbags at 10 paces.
Now let's talk about a couple of teams that have been punching bags for the better part of a decade now. Tigers and Titans. Tigers sitting equal first, bro. And look, Terry, are you excited as I am about the Tigers at the moment, bro? I think at this rate, it's so early to say this, but I think they're going to do it, man.
You think they're going to break the hoodoo?
I think they're going to do it this year, bro.
They're fired up. I think Adam Dewey is like so maligned by Tigers fans themselves. Like half of them love him and half of them hate him, and they don't want him in the team. And I look at this guy and I think like he is sensational. He can fill in at centre and he's good. He can fill in at 5'8", he's good. He can fill in at halfback and he's good. And they're probably going to have to move him to lock because Jock Madden's playing really well and Jerome Luai's got to come back. But I don't know. I think the Tigers 1-17 is outstanding. It's going to be interesting to see what their depth is like. Now, we've seen Jerome Luai go out and Jock Madden come in. What happens if Terrell May gets a 4-week injury? What happens if Sunil Taruva is injured? What happens if, Jareem Buller has to miss a couple of games where they don't actually have noted depth in it? I'm really excited for the Tigers. I can just see a slip happening. I can see a soft slide happening down the ladder.
Yep.
I want them to make the finals. I really do. I want them to make the finals this year. But just for views and for clicks, I really don't.
Well, Yeah. So they're taking on a Broncos side, yes, without a couple of superstars, but Adam Reynolds and Payne Haas, man, like there was a game earlier this year where Payne Haas was out and I tipped against the Broncos, but Adam Reynolds was still there and Adam Reynolds was the man of the match. And so he's back in with Payne Haas this Saturday. I'm still tipping the Tigers. It'll be fascinating to see how Luai and Dewey combine this Saturday night. It's almost like a case of Luke Metcalf coming back in and he was the disruptor to how the Warriors were playing. Chanel Harris-Tavita and Tanner Boyd were playing magnificently, and then Luke Metcalf plays 2 games and Warriors lose 2 games. Warriors go to Melbourne last weekend with CHT back in and they beat Melbourne. So it's going to be fascinating.
They just beat Melbourne. They beat the shit out of Melbourne.
Fucked them up, bro, to be brutally honest with you. But yeah, no, so Tigers, Broncos, but let's have a look at the next month or so. Well, because like who have they beaten? So they beat the Cowboys.
Well, they flogged the Cowboys.
Thank you. Yes. Rabbitohs, they just lost to. They beat the Warriors in New Zealand. They pipped the Eagles in a belter of a game. They stopped Newcastle's momentum, and so they've got Broncos.
And they have a bye to start off with as well, right?
Yep. So they've got the Broncos, Raiders, Sharks, and Storm in the next month or so. That's
pencil them in for a win against the Broncos.
Yep.
Pencil them in for a win against the Raiders. I think they're going to go to Shark Park and give the Sharks an absolute hiding.
Oh.
And I think they'll go to Melbourne and lose.
Yeah, maybe I've gone off a little bit too early.
I think by the time they catch Melbourne, Craig Bellamy would have killed 3 or 4 players and they'll be back on track.
Yep, absolutely. Maybe I've gone off a little bit too early, but I think everyone is loving what they're seeing from the West Tigers. And then just quickly about the Gold Coast Titans, Terry. I know you haven't been able to watch much footy this year, but I got to say, man, the Titans are improving every single game.
I watched them. I watched the Sharks game. I was around Dan's house to watch them capitulate against the Dolphins. Dan will tell you a funny story about that night. I didn't see the Cowboys game. I did watch them beat the Dragons because I let Murray know about it. I didn't see them against the Broncos, and I watched them flog the daylights out of the Eels. When the Titans are on, when the Titans are on, man, there is no better team to watch because they play hot potato and they score loads of tries as Penrith are coming back out on the field now. Yep. But they're entertaining, and I think Hane has just got to make the call now with AJ Brimson as the centre and play the same role he did against the Eels, where he's not just pigeonholed as a centre. He goes and runs around the field and does what he wants, but in defence, you go and be the centre.
Yep. And look, to be honest, Terry, I know what you reckon about AJ Brimson, and I'm right there with you, man. I think AJ Brimson,
like Cronulla right now are looking for a fullback, and if Scott Drinkwater wasn't asking for an extortionate amount of money, that's the fullback that I want. But if Cronulla have got money, I'm going to the Titans, and I'm saying to AJ Brimson, I'm just kicking the tires on AJ Brimson and saying, we got a fullback spot for you in a team that plays more finals than your teams. Let's go. As the Panthers kick off, Sam, and we are back underway.
Yes, sir. Tommy Flegler is the man to kick things off. But
I'm just going to grab a drink, Sam. So
that's all right.
If the Panthers,
that's all right, mate. Go for it. Yes, sir. As Finifuriaki finds himself in a central position, the Dolphins are running left to right. So everybody that's in the chat, thank you so much for coming in and saying g'day and being active. And it really does mean a lot. Now, Maxi Platt crunched, but I think got Mr. Going there, if I'm not mistaken. And that's a good carry from Lemuelu. 4th tackle. He's gotten himself up to halfway, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he has. And Schneider goes, no, it's a knock on by Lemuelu. That is a disastrous start for the Dolphins, unfortunately. Oh, man.
What did I miss?
They got to their final tackle, mate, and Collingly Lemuelu dropped the ball, bro. I wonder what their percentage is at the moment, completion rate. Like, it's not 42% like the Cowboys were in the first half last night, but it's going to be – I don't think it's going to be good. Team stats, completion rate, it's at about 64. They'll update it in a second, but Dolphins, they're completing at about 60, 65% at the moment.
Yeah, they are. Oh, and Herbie Farnworth has stolen the ball back. So back to you, Sam.
He is the only reason why the Dolphins still have this door just a little bit open at the moment. Flegler hits the ball up and he's going to get driven back towards halfway. He's offloaded it, but the referee already called held. Thank goodness for that. Yeah, now Farnworth is the only reason why they are still in this game whatsoever is Max Platt hits it up, only makes about 5 meters or so. Third tackle, Schneider, right, Katoa, hits the ball up, a halfback taking a carry, takes 3 defenders to take him down. Fourth tackle, 33 meters away from the try line. Schneider goes left for Stone. Now Nikorima at the back for Farnworth, and he stops on his run. I think he wanted to flick the ball, but he couldn't, so that's good defense there from Lussick and Cleary. Last tackle, 25 meters out. Nikorima running, passing. Katoa at the back to Hammer. Hammer just run it. No, he gives it to Avarillo. Avarillo stands and flicks it back to Hammer. Hammer now throws it way back infield for Nikorima. Passes left to Schneider. Cut out to Cobbo. Puts in the kick, and Cleary's there to scrap things up.
That is, as I'm just scoffing some garlic bread.
No, that's no, okay. No, that's all right. And Paul Alamotti hits the ball up. Dolphins defense has got to remain disciplined here. Alamotti sort of got sat down on the seat of his pants. Cleary infield for Edwards, and Edwards is going to play the ball about 13 meters away from his own try line.
He is, and Freddie Lussick is in at dummy half. Now, this is a good set here from the Dolphins, as they'll be able to pin Penrith maybe at the 30-meter line. Hope Tungo doesn't make too many more meters, and then they're going to force Cleary to kick from deep within his half. So, pretty decent start here from the Dolphins after it started appalling. Oh, Jesus. Cleary's just smacked that downfield. It bounces up. That should be a kind bounce to Cobbo, and it is. Thankfully.
That was there's some paintwork that looks a bit crooked out there at the moment, but anyways, Hammer, first receiver, right onto Azarko. Look at that defense from Talangi and Papali'i, man. The Dolphins, they decided to throw it 2 or 3 out wide, and by the time that the man who actually wanted to hit the ball up wanted to, only made about a meter, mate, upfield. Panthers defense so good. And ball's now getting shifted out to the left-hand side. Katoa dummies and gets up over the 40-meter line of Penrith. That's a very flat pass from Schneider to Nikorima, then back under for Farnworth. Extremely flat. They're about 22 meters out. Last tackle, Katoa puts up a high kick. Cobbo is chasing. Cobbo versus To'o. Batted backwards by Cobbo. I don't know if he was the first man there. And it's a 6 again. He only used the one hand to bat that backwards, but I think he was the first one there. So 0 tackle. Well, it was touched by To'o in the end, evidently, if it's 0 tackle. Ray Stone. If they don't score, just get to the kick here. And now Schneider scoots.
No.
And he's going to be held up. So play the ball on the 10.
He is going to be held up.
Emu King says the Heat might be an advantage to the Queensland side. Well, not right now. Not right now, it's not, Emu King. 18-0, 5 minutes into the second half. And to be any hope, they've got to score here. Katoa, first receiver on the right, back under for Finafuriaki. That was slow. Schneider, left, Plath, Katoa, cut out left to Farnworth. What can he do? Beats Cleary, beats another and scores. The Dolphins are on the board, Terry, through Herbie Farnworth. He's not getting up celebrating. He's saying, let's get the F back to our own side of halfway and let's get ready to go again, Terry.
Mate, the Dolphins last year against Parramatta started the game absolutely shithouse and came back and scored 44 points unanswered in 20 minutes. So here it goes here. Herbie Farnworth, man, take a bow. This guy is absolutely outstanding. He is the best centre in the competition, and it's not even close. I know people will bang the drum about Stephen Crichton. It's Herbie Farnworth. It's Casey McLean. And it's
Timmy Susangi.
And then Stephen Crichton is looking in the distance, and Simi Sasungi is coming up on the blind side to him. But, man, take a bow. You're right. Herbie is the only reason these guys are in the game. So if anyone deserved a try, it was him. a good start. Now they dropped the ball in the first set of 6 and then stole the ball back, and it's been all the Dolphins since. So, yeah, they deserve this try.
Absolutely. Emu King, Herbie is the word. Tahi, bro. Herbie is all business. Herbie is fully loaded. Rugby League History says Parramatta RLFC. We are, but he's singing for Parramatta. He's no, Rugby League History probably wants to sink the boot into Parramatta more than anybody else, and he is a Parramatta supporter. So just taking the mickey there. But thank you, Rugby League History, for tuning in all the way from the Northern Hemisphere, bro. And Isako slots it. It's 18 points to 6. So back to 2 converted tries. That's awesome. But yeah, no, everybody, please follow the hyperlink in the name of the title. Go subscribe to Rugby League Outlaws. They're close to 1,000 subscribers. They've nearly done it. They're nearly freaking there, bro. So yes, please go subscribe to Rugby League Outlaws, guys. They're absolutely tremendous. Terry, as the further this game goes on, mate, I want to ask you about the English Premier League, bro. I know some people will be like, what the hell am I doing that for? But do you think Arsenal are going to bowl it, bro? Or do you think they're going to? You do?
I think they're going to bowl it. They play City this weekend. If they can walk out of the Etihad with a point, I'll be surprised. We need 4,000 watch hours, mate. We're smashing that. We're smashing the watch hours. We need the subscribers.
Yes. Emu King, he's believing in a Herbie double coming. All right. So from 20 meters out, play the ball. Here's Ray Stone. And he makes a strong carry about 9 meters upfield. Third tackle, 18 to 6, 7 minutes into the second half. And Lemuelu crashes into the Pink Panthers. And he'll get up and play the ball. They're about 14 shy of halfway, and Tommy Flegler tried to put the step on Cleary, but he slipped. And so that was an ineffective run, unfortunately. So Katoa.
So good to see Flegler back.
Yep. Katoa under pressure gets a good kick away, man.
He does, down to Jenkins, who will take the ball up around about the 30-meter line. They're showing Flegler on the screen now. I can only imagine they're saying it's so good to see him back as well. So Wobble and Jaw Sports is an Arsenal fan. Yeah, it's one of Sam's worst qualities. I don't know what to hold against him more, the fact that he's a Cowboys fan or the fact that he's an Arsenal fan. But, he's a fan of sport, so we love Sam. We love Sam. As the fan to see with Dylan Edwards, he ball plays here, and is that? That is to Billy Phillips. And Cleary gets away a nice towering kick. And the Hammer takes it, gives it to Cobbo.
They've been physically in this game. I think just mentally they really haven't, man. And just errors are really killing him. That was a lazy play, the ball from Cobbo. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm just being nasty to Cobbo now on purpose now, bro. But that was a lazy, slow play, the ball from Cobbo. Anyways, Averillo, ball in hand, plays it. Schneider goes left. Here's Tom Flegler now. Makes about 10 meters upfield. That's a good carry from him. It's the fourth. He's going to play the ball right on halfway. Schneider, left. Plath, Katoa, at the back to Nicarima, who puts the foot down. Good tackle from Cleary and Alamotti. Last tackle, however, Katoa puts in a right-footed bomb. Herbie Farnworth is chasing. So too is Hammer. Hammer versus Edwards. Hammer retrieves it. Hammer offloads it backwards. And it's going to be a Penrith ball only just. Or...
yeah, it's called a forward pass.
Forward pass.
Oh, try saver there. Whoever that was from the Penrith Panthers, take a bow because the Hammer came flying through and took that. Looked like he was going to score. Who was it that made the tackle? Was it? It wasn't
jersey 16. I think it was going, mate.
Going.
Yes.
That would have made this game very interesting. As Hot Scott Fourings takes the ball up now. He's been sensational for Penrith. It's going to be sad to see him out of the NRL next year, but he's either going to go is he going to the Bears or is he going to St. Helens?
No, he's going to the Bears, boss.
Oh, well, it's good that he's staying in the NRL then. He was linked heavily with St. Helens, and that would have sucked. But if he's going to the Bears, Is Nicarima in trouble again? Is Nicarima in trouble? Oh, he's kicked him. Ooh.
Well, he's kicked him, but it wasn't a trip.
No, it was a nice kick, though. Go and kick someone else, though. Don't kick Toto. Toto don't deserve it. Go on. Is Liam Martin playing? Kick him. No, he's not.
No, he's not. Oh, good catch. When does Man City get penalised for all their crimes? I have no idea. I bet they don't.
I think the reason why they didn't penalise them last year going into this year is because Leicester would have been one of the teams that could have fought them. However, if they make the penalty at the end of this year, it's 3 teams that have been embedded in the championship for a long time, so nothing's really going to make out of it. I think Man City will win the league this year, and then they'll give them like a 40-point deduction going into next year, and they'll give them like a 6 transfer window ban as the hammer.
Oh, hammer! Oh, the hammer! We're talking English Premier League, and Hammer's just scored a goal. A fantastic goal for the Dolphins. Well done. And now we've got a game, Terry. Yeah.
This is what happened last year, mate. They just waited for the Darwin conditions to kick in, and off they run.
Yep. No, who was it? Emu King. I think it was Emu King said back about 12 minutes ago said that the Heat might be an advantage to the Queensland side. And look, honestly, that was a pretty flat pass there from Avarillo to Hammer just then. But
shocking effort from Tom Jenkins, though.
Yes. The Hammer Shark, says Emu King. Yes. Emu King, Penrith are the new Storm in the way of the letter of rules. If you lie down long enough, the ref will indeed look into it. Yeah, but nothing came up then for Penrith, thank goodness. Darwin doesn't help Western Sydney's sides. No, definitely not Parramatta.
And you know what, though? This is the thing. Growing up in Western Sydney, it was hot as hell out there. And the living conditions are like hell as well. So you think if anyone's going to go to Darwin and be okay with it, it's going to be Western Sydney teams.
Yes. No, I get you, man. It gets blistering hot.
This is the Hammer saying he wants to come to Cronulla. I don't know why we haven't made a move for him.
It gets blistering hot out there at Penrith as well, man. It gets like to 45 degrees out there sometimes.
It is. Who was in charge of recruitment when they let Hammer Soup leave North Queensland is asked by Rugby League history. Sam, which out of all the players that have left the Cowboys, which one burns you the most?
Shit, Hammer is definitely up there, bro. Hammer is absolutely up there. Just for right now, I think Hammer's the one that burns the most. Absolutely. But then again, we had to talk because his first year was good enough to take us to a prelim. Hammer, didn't really do much for us to get to finals football in the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, Chad Townsend is the biggest loss in North Queensland history. You guys had a premiership winning halfback and you did nothing with him. Shame on you.
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now, Terry. Tom Flegler is met about 15 metres away from the own try line. So 18-12, 27 minutes to go. We got a game, and Darwin usually gets games that are blowouts 8 times out of 10, man. So they're absolutely loving it at the moment at TO Stadium.Ray Stone is cut down by Lusek. Schneider goes right to Katoa, who runs. Might have been clipped by Yo. He's gotten his team up to halfway. Schneider left in field here for Plath, who I don't think has left the paddock. So I think Emu King said Psycho Plath a little bit earlier. Yes, that is the case at the moment. And Katoa on the last kicks from 35 metres away. It's Zarko versus Edwards. Edwards drops the ball, Terry.
Edwards has dropped the ball. He's going to call for a challenge here. I don't think there was any disruptor in this at all, though. But Dylan Edwards is looking like he's going to cry. No.
Oh shit!
This is going to be one of this is going to be one of them shit ones where Zarko's touched him. If he's touched him before the ball got to him, it's a penalty. I'll stand by that.
Oh boy, What a lottery.
They're onside. This is a problem when you play the game in slow motion, though. They're both competing. He's just dropped that. I think he's just dropped that. They're both competing for the ball. There's no touch. I think he's just dropped that.
Now I like it. I like it, bro. The only reason why we're nervous about it, Terry, is because of the howlers that happened last weekend, man. And the NRL rightfully said, calm that shit down, bunker. So thank goodness.
I know there was the one in the Sharks game where Robert Toyer was a try was taken off him. People said that's soft, right? But Sam Stonestreet ran and jumped and got there first, and Robert Toyer hit his arm. And as soft as it looks, that is enough to knock anyone off. And here they go.
Terry!
Cobbo! We've been talking about him all night.
He's hurt us.
Mate,
well done.
This is exactly the game plan that the Dolphins had last year against Parramatta. Let them run off. Let them get their lungs done. Mate.
I'll tell you what, mate. The game plan for the Dolphins is simple. We're not talking about them in attack, bro, and they're scoring at the moment, mate. So
they're on the phone to us telling us to keep talking about the Premier League scene.
Yeah, exactly, man. Let's talk about hockey, grass hockey next, bro. Just great scrum-based play, and that's in. That's a try for Cobbo. And now Izako is going to have a shot from the sideline. We need to focus in here, Terry. We thought this was going to be a 36-0. Yes?
They're saying here that Cobbo blew you a kiss, Sam.
Who the fuck said that? Who's Emu King? Oh, I do believe he blew you a kiss. Okay, all right then. All right. Wow. Tahi Bro says Panthers are just playing a little bit slower. Maybe Emu King was right all along, man. The second half has come and they're getting zapped by the humidity, the Penrith Panthers.
You need to update that now, Sam, because it's 18-12. It's 18-16. He goes, are you going to back him in here? Is he going to kick this, Sam?
I'll back him in. Come on, Izako. 18 all.
Sam.
Bent it like Beckham, bro. Oh, English Premier League all over the shop tonight. Yes, and there's still 24 minutes remaining, man. Mate, so they've done this in 16 minutes of game time in the second half.
They have, yeah. And they scored 6 tries in 18 minutes last year. So,
we'll have a go at you, Nostradamus.
They've got all the momentum here, Sam. So, Penrith need to dig deep.
Okay, so kickoff has commenced. 18 all with 24 to go, and Tom Flegler's met by Papali'i and Tungo just copped the brunt of it there. He reels out of it with a bit of a shoulder complaint, hopefully just a corker or a burner, I should say. Finafuiaki plays it 22 meters away from his own try line. Ray Stone, straight and hard, up over the 30-meter line by a meter or so. Isaiah Yeo is out there on the paddock again. Third tackle, Schneider, left, Plath, Lemuelu. Good defense there from Penrith. Fourth tackle, Schneider comes right, finds Flegler, and Flegler makes about a 15-meter carry there and gets inside Penrith Panther territory. That's an amazing carry from Tom Flegler. Last tackle, however, they go right. Katoa puts the ball up sky high, Terry, and Zarko's chasing. So too is Avarillo, and Jenko takes it beautifully.
Man, Penrith needed this because they haven't had the ball for a long period of time now. Wayne Bennett made a comment about this the other day with the new rules that, once you lose momentum, you might not have the ball for, 5 to 10 minutes. And outside of talking to you about the Premier League, I haven't really had to call the game in this second half. So let's see what Penrith can do. Let's see how they can bounce back. Don't forget they still have the best player in the world on their team ready to unleash in the second half as Alan Motti, or was that? No, it was Toto, fought hard not to get thrown to the ground, and Lindsay Smith. So Penrith will get to, Cleary will get to put a bomb up here, and all the pressure now is going to have to go back to the Dolphins to work the ball out of their own half.
And they're completing, and Cobbo takes it, puts on a step. Oh, he was cut down by, I think, possibly Toto, but he's back up again, and he's still going. What a run from Cobbo. Holy smokes, he's been given a rocket at halftime as Selwyn Cobbo. This is Lemuelu now. One off the ruck, getting up to the 40, but Penrith Panthers dragging him back just a fraction here. Paul says Terry's made a fortune back in the Dolphins at halftime. Yes, absolutely. Katoa, nice ball for Fuiaki. Oh, nearly there. Third tackle, Hammer, right to Katoa. Katoa held it up, dummied, and is tackled now. Fourth tackle, about 33 meters away. Avarillo at dummy half goes left infield for Hammer, and he gives it to Plath, who beats Smith, standing, and is eventually taken down. I do too. Katoa now on the last from about 25 meters out, puts the bomb up. Hammer's the man to look at here. It's bounced off the chest of Edwards at 6 again. Here's Schneider feign to kick, and he's gotten down to about the 10-meter line now. Fresh set here for the Dolphins. Holy smokes. On the side closest to the interchange sideline, and it's Avarillo, who just ran straight and hard. And we've got Schneider passing left to Katoa. Back under here for Gilbert. About 8 or 7 meters away, right in front of the post here. Second tackle, Schneider again. Katoa dummies, steps and is finished off there by Sorensen and Isaiah Yo. Schneider at dummy half. Left, Plath, Nikorima. Okay, ball there for Lemuelu, but it was nicely read, easily read by Alamotti and Cleary. Now Nikorima from dummy half. No look pass to Plath, but he's cut down nicely by Lussick. They're left at the post still. Schneider right at the back to Gilbert. Katoa, flat ball for Fuiaki, who does offload it at the back, I felt, and Leota's there to intercept it. Now it's getting its way worked out to Tom Jenkins.
I think Dylan Edwards really hurt himself in that last contest. He went limping. He's limping in back play now as well. So watch this. If he has to go off the field, they've really got no one else there for to make the backup. I think Jenkins would probably have to go to full, or maybe they would put Blaise Talangi at fullback as well. But here goes Isaiah. He just takes it up. Second half missed tackle was 19 from Penrith, 1 from the Dolphins.
Whoa.
As Nathan Cleary looked like he feigned a kick on that one, and he's broken 3 and 4 tackles. Gives it to Talangi. He goes to Hot Scott. Oh. Scott throws around the corner, and that's a shocking pass that wasn't needed to be thrown. Scott Sorensen just had to take the tackle there. Penrith, my God, Ivan Cleary will be absolutely filthy on that one. As Dylan Edwards got himself up and got up ready to go and yell at the referee. We got a drink.
Christian Wolf has had an all-time halftime speech to his Dolphins. Lemuelu did drop the ball in that first set, but the Dolphins, this first 20 minutes, mate, have been sensational. Max Plath has made a difference being first receiver. Farnworth, the best player on the paddock for the Dolphins, scored the first try.
This whole game.
Maybe this whole game. Yes, absolutely. And then from 60 meters out, the Dolphins score a long-range try, and Hammer ran about 50 meters of it. And it was just Blaise Talangi getting left all ends up there, and Hammer just burst downfield. And then from a scrum-based play here from 15 meters out, they just shifted it all the way out to the left-hand side, and that's the second try on the Panthers' right edge defensively. And I was lucky enough to cop a kiss from Selwyn Cobbo, Terry. So it's 18-0 after the first 20 minutes of the second half.
Dan's in the group chat saying, did you guys see Hammer drop the ball with the line wide open? His second worst fumble ever. Of course, talking about fumbling, his relationship with Jamie Chapman, who's probably the hottest woman in rugby league.
She's taken a couple of nice photos. Yes, I'll agree. She picks the nature up. You know, she's been to Springbrook National Park recently, bro. Beautiful images, bro, of nature.
She's got a lovely
really
smile.
Lovely smile. Yes, bro. Yes. Yes. What do Penrith need to do, man? I just think they just need some possession, man. Possession 70-30 at
they
the
need
moment.
to hold the ball because
Yep.
when they hold the ball and they need to let Cleary kick it down the other end of the field. The Dolphins were completing at about 60% at one point in time, and I think that's jumped up now. They're at 72%. Penrith are at 75%. So, and Penrith were in the 90s at half time. So they just need to get back to playing their own style of footy. But it looks like panic stations. Whereas the Dolphins, they've come out this second half. They're just happy to play footy and see what they can do, and they've got all the momentum and all the running now, Sam.
So it's a play the ball here for the Dolphins. And Knowles is captured on the Penrith 40, and that's just a bit of a slow play there. Tom Gilbert, though, making nice post-contact meters. They're 35 meters away from the try line. Katoa, first receiver on the right. Jenks passes to Nikorima, then on to Finafuiaki, who drags 2 or 3 defenders with him, primarily. He is an ex-Cowboy. Katoa, first receiver on the left. Out the back to Nikorima. Oh, there was a bit of space there, but eventually he was able to pass to Farnworth, who fights away from To'o. Farnworth versus To'o is something that I'd pay to see anywhere on the friggin' planet. Schneider at dummy half on the 4th tackle goes right to Knowles. Now Hammer right onto Avarillo, puts the foot down. He doesn't need to pass it. He explodes and scores. Does Avarillo? And the Dolphins are up 22-18. It's a 22-0 second half at the moment, Terry.
And Murray said that the game's only been played in one half this entire game because the Panthers scored all their tries down this and now the Dolphins have. So whatever the people of the other end of the field did to upset people in this game, go down the other end because you're missing a great game of footy. I thought Avarillo should have passed that ball. But
I thought he botched it for a sec, hey?
I thought he had botched it, but Avarillo he's a pretty good player. He's pretty handy, pretty quick, and knows how to score a try. So, yeah, he's a player I wouldn't mind Cronulla having a look at for that fullback spot if he's open to it. But it sounds like he's going to go to the English Super League.
Oh, now that would be a shame if Avarillo was lost to the Super League because Avarillo would be the man of steel inside the first 6 weeks of the competition, man. He'd tear it up that hard.
Inside the first 6 minutes of the competition.
100%. 100%, man. Oh, Terry, you know what this does for my tipping as well, mate? I tipped the Cowboys last night. I tipped the Melbourne Storm, and I tipped Penrith for this game, bro. What a magnificent start to round number 7. Yes.
Well, I'm exactly the same as you, Sam. I tipped your Cowboys because I thought, there's no way Kieran Foran's going to travel all that way up there and win. And I thought there's no way that the Cowboys can play that bad at their home ground. I tipped Melbourne because it's Melbourne. And I tipped the Panthers because they're Penrith.
Oh, and Katoa, not Zarko. Katoa shoots for the conversion, and it's a missed one that sprays across the face, 22-18.
Why would a Zarko not take that? That's match fixing.
That's oh dear me.
There's Zarko right there. There's nothing wrong with him. That's match fixing, blatant match fixing.
Oh.
Call him.
Everybody tune in to Rugby League Outlaws for the next episode as Terry talks about why he thinks match fixing has now come into the game. So please hit the hyperlink in the name of the title and subscribe to Rugby League Outlaws, everyone, and Wobble Enjoy Sports if you are new around here. Is Tom Gilbert. Oh, Struth Leotta. Oh, Leotta and Gilbert collided for a fraction of a second, and the earth freaking rocked. Finafuiaki is up to the 20-meter line now. And there's 17 minutes to go, 22-18. That's a strong carry from Morgan Knowles. Maybe he can talk to us maybe about the English Premier League a little bit later on tonight. And Lemuelu is up to about the 40-meter line. Hammer, first receiver, just trots it up forward. Last tackle. So a non-adventurous set there from the Dolphins, and the ball was put up sky high there. And taken by Jenko.
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing that the Dolphins can't get themselves into now is playing, just I know that's a set after points, but they can't just go back into their shell now. So yeah, it's here we are, penalty to Penrith. They'll get themselves some possession here. Let's see what they can do.
Wow. Boy, howdy. Terry is known for his own ability to fix matches, says Murray. Goodness me.
Murray and I referee basketball on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights, and we will pick who we want to win before the game starts.
Oh, dear.
And I tell you what, we're probably sitting at about 95% at the moment. So the Finns' body language looks great. Moses Leota's back on now. Let's see what Penrith can throw up here. And I'll tell you what, they'll score under the posts, right? And Cleary will kick it, and they'll win 24-22. And I'm right that it was blatant match fixing.
Oh, 6 again.
Who's scoring under the post? I'm going to say it's Freddie Lussick will score under the post.
Okay.
Blatant match fixing.
Jenko for the double.
Under the post. He's going to run all the way around. Here we are. Freddie Lussick, scoop from dummy half, under the post. Ready? No, it won't happen now.
Oh, so Leota's got the ball. Fourth tackle. They're a bit right of the post. Cleary first receiver.
Opening up here so that kick can go to Jenkins. No,
that was
short side. Dolphins survive, Sam.
Intercepted by Cobbo. As I said before,
he's had a second half, hasn't he, Selwyn Cobbo?
He has, mate. He has. Someone's given him the link to our live stream tonight, bro. Alrighty, so 14 minutes to go. And they're still inside their own 10 here, the Dolphins. And now they're about 12 meters away from their own try line. That's the second tackle. Schneider goes right. And you are correct, Terry, man. They still got to play some footy here. Get out of their own end. And Schneider passes left in field for Finafuiaki. That's a good carry from him. Nice pace and ferocity in that one. Schneider left to Hamiso. Tabuai for Doe. Offloads way back to Katoa. Right to Avarillo over the 40. And they've all of a sudden found themselves 5 meters from halfway. That's a good set in the end. And it's Katoa kicking from just inside his own half.
Taken nicely here by Dylan Edwards. And he goes open side now to Brian Toto, who finds an extra couple of meters. And they're 30 meters out from their own try line here. The Panthers with 13 minutes to go. Alamotti with a nice hit up, coming in looking for some work. He's been pretty strong in this game here. Dylan Edwards in at dummy half, and he passes the ball to Tom Jenkins. And Jenkins gets it over the 40-metre line. Finns are in front, guys. Yeah, we know. Edwards now up over the halfway line, and Penrith are just finding meters easily here as fatigue sets into this game. And Cleary kicks behind, sees Hammer up in the line. Is that going to bounce end over end, end over end, end over end? He's kicked it from Darwin to Alice Springs, Nathan Cleary. He got that one horribly wrong.
Yeah, no, it's an AFL surface predominantly, man. So it's a hard ground at TO. So, yeah, no, that just continued on all the way to Alice Springs. And Azarko puts on a bit of a weaving run and makes about 10 meters or so. Zero tackle. Schneider right to Avarillo. Caught high from Smith.
Yeah.
It's a soft one, but it is the correct call.
Rightly called. That had to be made, yeah.
All right, just updating the time there. Oh, that is a very soft one upon replay.
Soft but correct.
So Katoa shoots for the sideline, and Dolphins are going to start a set inside Penrith territory by 5 meters. Avarillo taps it, passes left infield for Hammer, and there's Felice Korfusi with his first touch of the ball with about 11 and a half minutes to go. Schneider goes left for Katoa, back under for Gilbert. Nice contact there by Luke Garner and Mitch, not Lussick. Now the ball's with Katoa, right to Hammer. Hammer puts the foot down, and he's over the 20-meter line by a couple of meters. Third tackle, Avarillo at dummy half, left in field for Katoa. Gilbert, he's just going to hold the ball. And they find themselves 12 meters away in a central position. Schneider gives it to Kafusi on the right. Kind of looked high, but the referee says play on. Last tackle, Schneider left. Plath, Katoa, Nikorima puts in a grubber kick. Edwards is there.
Yep. Edwards cleans it up, a metre out from his try line, a metre in from touch. That's great play there from Cody Nikorima. Shocking ball out of dummy half. And Katoa's going to get driven back. He's not. He's about 30 centimetres out. And this is the hit up that you don't want to take, but Luke Garner has done very, very well in that situation. And he's going to milk a shot here. He stayed down here, Luke Garner. What's he holding? Some pickle juice here for Dylan Edwards. Oh, that's gross. He's taking a double shot.
So what's happened here?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
I think his leg got caught.
Yeah.
There we go. That's where the Edwards injury, it's to his glute.
Yeah.
All right, third tackle here for Penrith. 5 meters out from their own try line. Tackle number 4, Isaac Tungo. He's 13 meters out from the line. A nice scoot there from Freddie Lussick gets them up to the 30-meter line, and that'll give Cleary a nice kicking platform. It could have been much, much worse for Penrith, and Cleary hammers the ball downfield straight to the hammer.
Absolutely. 10 minutes to go, and Hammer brings it back, a nice 20-meter carry back, stopped just shy of the 40. And Katoa gets the dummy half and gives it to Azarko. Liotta shot up out of the line, and Azarko dodged it as if he was dodging a friggin' runaway locomotive. And now in a quick play, the ball, Schneider gives it to Avarillo, who puts on a nice step. Oh, nearly broke free and downfield. Schneider left. Katoa running across field, passing to Nikorima. Holds the ball up for Lemuelu. Oh, man, Lemuelu and Nikorima's timing was off badly then, but it's going to result. They do get away with it. It bobbled into the lap of Cobbo. Farnworth at dummy half passes right to Nikorima. And now it's Gilbert who carries it to the 20 of Penrith. This is the last tackle. There's 9 minutes and 18 seconds to go. And Katoa is going to put in a soft kick out the back.
Match fixing.
I don't know about that one, mate. Holy smokes.
Shocking kick.
Yeah.
You've been putting up bombs all night for him to match fixing. Dylan Edwards, second tackle. Here he goes here. Isaiah Katoa was looking for his ticket back to Penrith. And now that's Isaac Tungo. That's a strong run from Tungo. He's looked pretty good on return.
Yeah.
Lindsay Smith out to Cleary. Cleary out to Edwards. Edwards, there's some space here. Alamotti juggles and keeps it. And that's fifth tackle now, so the Finns are giving absolutely nothing up. That's a huge kick downfield. That's going to be it's too big. Stop kicking the piss out of it.
Yeah.
He's kicked out he's kicked out to Adelaide, that one.
Absolutely. It's a AFL field. It's going to be harder. He tried to put on a spiral bomb, man, but there was good pressure, I think, by Max Plath applied to Cleary. So I don't think that was the kick he was after. But anyways, stick with it here. Or have a go at the wind there.
Freaking
at 10 to 10 in the freaking evening or whatever time it is in Darwin. And I think it's behind the Dolphins, or I'm not too sure. But anyways, stick with it. This is Plath. Jesus, imagine Christian Wolf looking at you like that. Holy smokes. Kofusi gets up to halfway. And this is the
absolutely loves Christian Wolf, by the way.
Yo. And ball's here with Farnworth. And it's found its way into Kafusi's lap. He's going to play the ball on the 40 of Penrith. It's fourth tackle. 7.5 to go. Katoa on the right. Just puts Tom Gilbert back under. And he's met low and hard by Lussick and Leota. Katoa from 30 out puts up a high kick, and it's taken well by Edwards.
Edwards comes down with it, tried to milk a penalty there, as now it goes to Tom Jenkins, who has had a very quiet game, and he gets driven back there. Gets absolutely driven back from Schneider. Since he's come onto the field, they've looked really good. Now Edwards in at dummy half, third tackle. He gets up over the 20. He's pushing forward here, Dylan Edwards. But there's no meters on offer here for the Panthers.
Oh, good carry.
Now Alamotti, the Aunt MF. They're just trying to do the best for their club. The refereeing committee match fixes.
Whoa, Hammer just gets it. Oh, there was a massive sideline play.
Don't play around with that, Hammer. Don't quit playing games with my heart.
Goodness. Katoa. Second tackle plays it. Avarillo left to Finafiliaki. Post-contact meters gets them up to halfway, a little bit beyond it now. Third tackle. 6 minutes to go. Plath left to Hammer. Now on to Kafusi. And the Finn Diesel will play it on the 40. Schneider, I completely agree with you about your comment about Brad Schneider. He has changed the game and just, given Plath a little bit more dimension to play with as Nicarima puts the bomb up. Hammer's chasing. Hammer versus Edwards again. And it's wound up in the lap of the Panthers. Now Toto's got it. Holy smokes.
Anyway. I'm glad, you called him Finn Diesel. I'm glad Kafusi cut that thing off the back of his head, but I'm still old enough to remember Afro Oregon Kafusi.
Oh, 100%. I remember him too. Oh, Jenko!
Jenkins is away. Jenkins on the short side. He's been taken there in a grassroots tackle by Jake Avarillo, and Schneider comes over the top. But now Penrith, they got a little bit of running here, a little bit of blood in the water. Isaiah steps and goes through and looks for an offload, gets it here to Garner, and Garner out to Alamotti, and Alamotti is pulled down 9 meters out from the try line. That's third tackle here. We got 2 plays for the Panthers as Cleary goes out wide, and Dylan Edwards is absolutely done. And Tom Jenkins will get his double. Tom Jenkins gets his double, and you have to wonder why Jermaine Azarko didn't take that shot at goal.
Jenko does get the double, and our Nathan Cleary
can't stop scoring tries.
He's amazing, man. He's had such an amazing year. Oh, Dolphins, you've been so much clearly the better team in the second half, but it's Panthers, it's Penrith, and you said it. Well, I think we alluded to it, Terry. Man, they just started to, with 17 minutes to go, started to play like as. They stopped attacking, protecting the lead. Thank you, man. They played like they were protecting the lead, man.
All night they've been putting bombs up to Dylan Edwards and Jenkins and contesting the bombs. They've stopped doing that.
Yep.
Absolutely insane how teams think a 4-point lead in rugby league with 17 minutes to go is enough for you to protect. It's not. Tom Jenkins, 16 tries.
In 7 rounds.
That's like Erling Haaland at the beginning of the Premier League when he scored like 17 goals in 5 minutes.
Well, we got a streaker on the paddock out there at Darwin, up there at Darwin. Yes.
Do we? Yeah, and the first one to comment on it, Murray. He loves it. Absolutely loves it, Murray. Murray's a Dragons fan as well, by the way, Sam, so he feels your pain on getting smacked. Oh,
fantastic. I'll be sure to hit him up after the game, bro. Awesome. Oh. Now, are you going to back in Cleary here?
You got to back in Cleary. The same as we backed in Azarko nailing the goal from the sideline. I'm fucking spewing that he didn't take that shot at goal. Cleary's going to rocket this one over the black dot.
Now, is he running? I don't know if he's got the wind behind him or if he's kicking into it.
I mean, he's got the wind behind him.
All right, Terry, it's yours.
He's nailed this. Absolutely nailed it.
Oh!
Thank fuck. All right. If this goes to Golden Point, who's got the running?
Well, how much of a hit to the confidence did it take of the Dolphins just then? But I'd still have to say the Dolphins have got it, man.
Who would be the? I mean, Katoa, I guess. But are you going to back Katoa against Cleary?
Well, never. With much love to Katoa, but never, bro. But there's still 4 minutes to go. We may not be going there yet. Oh, it's the first time you've joined me all year, and it's going to be a Golden Point game, Terry.
It's a game of the year. No, it's not really.
No, not really. But it's the best game Darwin's has ever seen. That's for damn sure. I'm friggin' serious about that as well. And good defense from the Dolphins to drive back Lindsay Smith.
After seeing that kickoff, the wind is well and truly behind Penrith. As Alamotti now takes up to the 20-metre line and he plays it. It's a slow play of the ball, and Toto will make 6 or 7 metres here. And Kafusi just has a little nap on him before he gets up. Isaiah takes it into the middle of the park, and they're 35 metres out here. The Panthers is Dylan Edwards battling injury, battling cramp, battling everything he can. He held his knee before that last play, but he gets him to the halfway line. And now Cleary, he's going to take some – I was going to say he had to take a little bit of sting out of the bomb because his last 2 kicks have gone at Terry, WB, bro. What's that?
I'm not too sure, but let's stick with it here. Is Hammer has the pill. It's second tackle, still inside their own 30. They're shifting it out to the right-hand side, and Azako's got the pill. Only a couple of meters made there forward. And now the ball here is with Finafuiaki, who is one of the best on ground tonight for sure. Finafuiaki plays it. Plath goes left to Katoa, left to Nicarima. Nice ball to Farnworth. And he's entered Penrith Panthers territory by a metre or so. Ball is with Katoa right on halfway. Puts up a floating bomb. It's going to be allowed to bounce and land safely for Jenko.
Yeah, I think Jenkins did the right thing then. Oh, knowing.
Far out.
Yeah, that's a penalty.
Gilbert.
Is he going to the bin? See, that one's worse than the Mitch Kenny one.
It's worse than the Nicarima one, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, the one on Mitch Kenny, yeah.
But Gilbert's not getting sent to the bloody sin bin this time. Oh, Jesus.
That's what I mean. It's a lottery. Like, that one was way worse.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Isaiah goes into the middle of the park. Cleary's going to take the 1 point here. He's marshalling the troops around exactly where he wants them to. They'll bring the ball in. They'll bring the ball back here, back into the middle of the park, and Cleary's going to kick a field goal. Cleary goes open here.
Oh, no. They're not going to. They've absolutely bottled it.
He's called a knock on, and Penrith can't even challenge that because that went backwards the whole time. Unless he dragged it forward, I don't see that being a knock on. Through his legs.
I'm happy for that to be called a knock on, man.
Why? Because it's Penrith, or because it?
That's been a knock on plenty of times throughout the years, for sure, man. But with 68 seconds to go,
it's now or never.
For the Dolphins, as Katoa goes left to Nicarima, and that's good defense there, primarily by Garner. Plays the ball. Hammer goes right to Lemuelu. Only about 4 meters made on that play. Second tackle, 50 seconds remain. And it's right to Finafuiaki.
He's been sensational this half.
He has. No, he has, man. Plays the ball 5 short of halfway. Plath goes left to Katoa, and he finds Nicarima on the left. Now Hammer working in tandem with Farnworth, and he puts on a massive bump on Cleary. Now Hammer. What's the call here?
The call
Francis
here
Molo is out there. And Katoa on the fourth tackle decides to go back left for Hammer. Now Molo finds himself in a sort of second row position.
15 seconds to go. You got to have a shot here, right? You've just got to have a shot. Have a crack. Have a crack, young buck.
He does. It goes high enough, but it's not going to have the distance.
Nah. The wind is so far behind Penrith at the moment. Yeah. All right, Sam. We haven't seen each other for a long time. We're going to Golden Point.
Yes, sir. No, hey man, when you're having fun, you're having fun, bro.
I'm just gonna go and get a drink. Just to
go on. Absolutely. Holy smokes. Now, just as I was about to say, this coin toss is freaking important as who's going to get the ball. And
Sam.
Yes.
Considering we're going to Golden Point, it's time to crack open a tin.
Oh, I love it. It is 10 o'clock after all on a Friday night, bro. Wow.
Cheers.
Cheers to you, good sir.
Oh.
Well, can I tell you something, by the way, Terry? Something I haven't told you. I fractured my hand at work yesterday, bro.
Right. Punched
I did. No. I was taking a wooden pallet off the side of a truck, and it fell down, and my hand got caught in between the truck, and it's fractured, mate.
That sounds like something that would only happen to me. Isaiah Katoa was taking the wind.
Oh, very good. So the Dolphins won. Is that correct? Right.
Dolphins won the toss. Isaiah Katoa has taken the wind. He's backing himself in here.
Yes, no, Tahi, bro. Yes, no, it's sore. It's sore.
Why have you not got any protection?
Because it was swollen up so much, I couldn't actually get bandage or plaster on it yesterday. So now I'm on these like ultra strong painkillers at the moment, bro. So I can't actually do anything until Monday. So yes.
Mate. Sam.
Yeah, bro.
What are we doing? Who's going to win it from here, mate?
Wait, what are we doing? I'm going to give it to. I've got to stick with my tip. I got to say the Panthers are going to come back and win this one.
Isaiah Katoa was so confident in himself to get this one done. I'm going to back him in here. I'm going to back the young kid in.
Alrighty, well, Panthers are going to kick off. Golden Point, extra time in Darwin. I'm not too sure if it's ever happened before. Francis Molo runs it back hard. Well done. Good carry from him. This is the best game Darwin has ever seen. I'm so serious about that.
Yeah, because Parramatta get beat by like 9. Didn't they always take your boys up there and you just go and give them a spanking?
Yes, it was delightful every time. Katoa, very flat ball there to Lemuelu. Plays the ball on the 40.
You take the team from the tropics into the tropics. Like, it made no sense.
This is why Parramatta are where they are at the moment, bro. Tom Gilbert plays the ball 7 short of halfway on the 4th. It goes right to Katoa. Now onto Hammer. Onto Avarillo. Avarillo threatened, but good defense eventually by Tungo and Jenkins. And now last tackle, balls with Katoa. There's not going to be a field goal attempt. It's put up sky high. Oh, and Gilbert went up and challenged for it, but it was knocked on by the
Gilbert first.
Dolphins. Yep.
Yeah. Tom Gilbert knocked that on first. So, we got a challenge.
Tahi, bro, I'm already addicted. I'm already addicted to rugby league, bro. That is my drug. This is our drug.
The on-field call is a knock-on by Tom Gilbert. Now, it looked like Tom Gilbert knocked this on, and he's saying he didn't.
Mm.
Oh, went through his arms.
Oh,
Went through Gilbert's arms. Did it?
oh God, I don't know, mate.
The first angle, it looks like it went through Gilbert's arms. This angle here, through the arms of Gilbert, knocked on by Edwards. That's not a disruptor. Paul's saying that's the ultimate disruptor. How? Gilbert's contesting for it.
No,
The ultimate disruptor. Go to bed, Paul.
Oh,
I was
well,
joking.
Emu King, he is the captain after all, Gilbert. But yes, take it away, Terry.
Oh, inconclusive. That was a bit shit. It looked like Edwards just knocked it on. But anyway, got to get Penrith out of this somehow. As now Freddie Lussick goes from dummy half, and he's hit aggressively and won't go to ground. So a nice run there from Lussick, and it goes inside here to Brian Toto, who doesn't make many meters. You don't say that about Toto, and that was a horrible pass there to Cleary, and has the ball now. And they haven't really gone anywhere, Penrith. So 26 meters gain. Cleary's got to kick this one into a breeze that's going to hold up. It's going to give Penrith enough time to get there, but Cobbo does well under a little bit of pressure, you'd have to say, but not the pressure that you'd expect.
Tahi, bro, says Lussick has been good tonight. That's fair. No, I think he has been good, coming in, playing more minutes than he was anticipating. Is Farnworth now rumbling centrally upfield, leaving Panthers in his wake. Shoddy play the ball. Plath to Katoa onto Azarko, who's come one man in. And he's finished off. Fourth tackle. They're inside Panthers territory. Here are the Dolphins. And Tom Gilbert's got it. This is the last tackle. Do you just go for it?
You got to have a crack.
Well, Plath goes back left to Katoa, who shoots from 45 meters out. Terry
missed it.
Oh, Terry, that was close.
You don't mind that shot, because Penrith have got a huge wind in their face at the moment. The only issue with this is Penrith are smart enough to know probably not to take the shot and just play it out for the second half.
Yep.
Oh, my God. He did not miss by much, did he? Oh, poor young kids straight away knew it as well, as Penrith are rumbling up to the halfway now. If they get about 25 metres out, I think you could say Cleary will have a shot. Outside of that, this is a bad breeze. And you're right, whoever put that in the chat, 44 points has been scored into this breeze, but I don't think the breeze was there until midway through the second half when they showed the angle of the flags just flying it up here as Garner takes the hit up. And Cleary's just going to give it to Yeo, and he's going to go in here. So you'd think that Cleary's going to have a crack. There's a minute to go. He's got nothing to lose. He's got nothing to lose here.
Oh!
He has a crack, and it's been charged down. And Edwards
it's volleyball netball.
Papali'i off the legs there of Isaac Tungo. And Tungo's still going. And Tungo's 30 metres out here, and he's still going.
It was tackled, was he not?
He stepped himself out of his shoes. I don't think he was, Sam. Oh, that's a shocking play. Hammer could have been penalised for that one here, but there's 30 seconds to go. The Dolphins are on the ropes. They're hanging on here. Cleary, open side here. Blaze Talangi will just step and go himself. There's 20 seconds to go here. The Dolphins are shot to the left. They've got hardly anyone there. But Cleary's
Oh,
going to have all the time in the world, and he ices it. Game over.
Oh, they survive in Darwin. It's the best game Darwin's ever seen, Terry. 23-22. The Dolphins take it to Penrith again.
Absolutely ice cool from Nathan Cleary. He goes and hugs Talungi, who took that run, and that was a solid run going in there. A great play the ball. Isaac Tungo off that charge down as well. Made 35 meters going forward and across field. Oh my God. Cleary he's just something else, isn't he? And it goes back, my conspiracy theory. Why did Jermaine Azarko not take that shot at goal?
No, it was fine in the end. It's not a conspiracy theory. Nathan Cleary missed the shot, but who's this? It's Max Plath. He's played the full 80 minutes, man. The full 85 minutes. He was the only one chasing down to try and charge down that kick, and everyone of his teammates stopped chasing it. Far out. If I'm Max Plath and I look at that footage tomorrow, I'm looking at me freaking teammates saying, yeah, I know you're buggered playing in this humidity, but I'm a bit knocked off that you didn't continue trying to help to try to charge down that field goal attempt, bro.
Yeah, look, you got a feel for Max Plath. I think he was one of the best players on the park for the night. Got a feel for Azarko, 45 meters out. Just missed. Plath put it all on the line there trying to stop Cleary, but no one went with him.
It's interesting, man. Like, yeah, Paul says charge downs aren't worth it. Oh, bro.
Charge downs aren't worth it, but Cleary was 30 meters out right in front. But the question has to be asked. Sam. 20 meters out, 10 in from touch. Why did Jermaine Azarko not take the shot at goal?
Well,
for this very reason.
We will have to find out in the wash-up after all, but here's the replays of the charge downs, and Edwards is playing a bit of volleyball netball there.
Let's have a look here and see if Tungo was tackled, because I don't think he was. Let's have a look here.
That's a good point.
Gets pushed off. No, he's not tackled.
No, bounced off. Yep. No, you were correct, Terry.
Yeah, I didn't think he was tackled from live play as well. Yep. Hammer could have been penalised for that.
Yep. But look at this. Plath, the only one chasing. Everybody else stopped on the run. Far out. Well, thank you, Emu King. Thank you, mate. It's our pleasure, bro. But I'll just quickly update that score. But Emu King also said it a little bit earlier. He's not sure he likes this result. I don't think the Dolphins have been robbed in any way. Like they copped a tough call in the first half.
And they didn't really deserve the win, but the way that they fought back and got in front, that was just a great game of footy.
Yeah.
Great game of footy. And yeah. Muller gave the same effort on that field goal as he did in all his Dragons career. Well, it's good to see that he left the Dragons and he's still shit. So,
goodness me. It was a good game, Tahi bro. And Tahi bro, it was a good call, guys. Excellent. No, thank you, guys. And we do hope that you enjoyed it. It did turn into a bit of Premier League talk there for 5 minutes in the second half. But hey, man, it's the first time I've seen Terry all friggin' year, spoken to you all year, bro. So I'll talk to you about friggin' knitting if I wanted to, bro. So no, it was so good to see you, mate.
I haven't seen you. I haven't actually seen you to congratulate you on the Super Bowl either.
Oh, you gorgeous human being. Thank you for reminding me of that, mate. Yes.
So I haven't seen you to talk because Sam finally got one up on me.
Yes, finally. Yes.
Finally got one up on me. So there's a couple of 6-packs of Jim Beam down here waiting for you with your name on it the next time you come down to Sydney, Sam. You know my door's always open to you.
Thank you, boss.
It's been brilliant. I will try and join you next week. I know Dan will be chomping at the bit to jump online with you as well. So we'll see what we can figure out.
Mate, if both of you want to hop on at the same time, bro, that's fine by me as well. Just letting you know, just putting it out there. But mate, thank you so much. Are you
Will
going?
you be able to fend off Dan and I with your busted hand, though, Sam?
You're goddamn right I will. I have plaster on and I'll friggin' knock you out with me plaster wrapped around me friggin' hand, Terry. But I've got to get a step ladder to reach your friggin' chin, though. But thank you very much, Terry, mate. Have a great weekend. You're chilling this weekend. No Sharks, bro. So it's an excellent weekend already.
No Sharks. Sydney Kings are the champions. Okay,
Yes,
so don't play
congratulations.
thank you. Okay, so don't play till next week. And hopefully Man City beat Arsenal 5-0. I'm out, Sam.
Thank you very much, Terry. Alrighty. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Please subscribe to Rugby League Outlaws by following the hyperlink in the name of the title. Take care. Adios. Enjoy the weekend.